Welcome back. All right, it's time. We are going to attempt to build a hotel, resort, bed and breakfast, you know, thing with Adventure Awaits. So this should be fun. I am really looking forward to this. I'm live a little bit earlier than normal. I don't usually stream in the morning on Saturdays, but here we are. Oh, come on. Sims 4. There we go. Sims 4. One thing that you'll notice about this weird early access version of the game is that every time you open it, it's like you're opening it for the first time. So I get like the new pop-up, and then everything in build mode is going to be highlighted gold. Which is really nice and, you know, hopefully helpful to some people. For me, I find it extremely annoying that it highlights all the new things gold, but it's okay. It's okay. But anyway, let me get loaded into the save properly. I actually might build this in this save that we were playing in yesterday, because then those Sims can visit it, which might be nice for us. Oh, Little, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. I interrupted you watching my review. I apologize. Yeah, I've posted an excessive amount of content on YouTube yesterday and today. Although I haven't posted today's video yet. At noon today, I've got a 2.5 hour long YouTube video going up on my main channel, and that's like 2.5 hours cut down. It was like a 10-hour recording, and I've, you know, so I'm posting a lot of content on YouTube this weekend. My apologies for that. But yeah, it was a long recording. It was my whole first playthrough of the pack, so it takes some time, but hopefully you'll like it. You'll be able to see like all the gameplay. Release the full 10 hours. No, a lot of it is silent. When I record for that long, it's like, you know, I'll like have my sim go to sleep and then stop talking. So if I release the full thing, it would be like, maybe I'll type for a bit, you know? I wouldn't even, it's the whole thing isn't content, I guess, but I was sat for that long, you know? But I didn't talk the whole time. And then there's like, you know, if my Sims were like at school or whatever, you know, you're just not really, unless I have something to say, and I usually have something to say. But no, I didn't do it all in one go. I think I did it over like 3 days. I even recorded it like the day that I started, or maybe the second day, I can't remember. I like recorded it, took my cat to the vet, came back, kept recording it. Like, it was kind of a different, I don't know, not my usual recording format, I guess, but it was a long time. Okay, so couple quick disclaimers before I get started too much. This video is not sponsored. This stream is not sponsored. I was never paid by them. I was given early access, and in a way that is like monetary compensation, I guess, because I'm getting a $40 game for free, but they're not paying me. I am required to put that sponsored by EA thing on the stream and stuff, but there's no like money being exchanged. I just have early access to the pack. Also, this is technically not final software, so some things can and will change probably before the pack comes out next week, especially like small minor bugs and stuff. But anyway, you don't think the world looks unique or special at all? Really? I actually could not disagree with you more. This world has 2 lots that are half on the water, kind of like in Sulani, but it's like more of a lake sort of vibe than like a white sand beach vibe. So that's really neat. There's one over here and one over here. There's a geyser that erupts over here in the environment. You can swim in the open water in all 3 neighborhoods. I think this is one of the best worlds they've done, actually. I think it's really cool here. So I know that not everybody has, it's very much like a stylistic preference, I guess. So you might not like it as much because you might prefer a different type of place. But anyway, I really like it, personally. Not enough lots to build on. Do you mean because there's not a lot of empty lots? This is always a very interesting conversation too, because there's 2 empty lots. One's 40 by 30 and one is 64 by 64. I'm gonna build on this today. A lot of people prefer when there are empty lots because then they can build on them without bulldozing anything. I feel the opposite, like complete opposite. I would much rather there be stuff on a lot than there be nothing on a lot. I know it feels sad to bulldoze something that was already built, but like, my God, I hate when there are worlds that have loads of empty lots. I think that the For Rent world is so bad because of that, because the builds in that world aren't that good because EA did them in the For Rent world. And it's got a bunch of empty spaces. So when you look at it upon first load, there's like nothing going on in that world. And I just don't think that that is a good choice from them. I like, think about how many players, obviously you like to build, I like to build, I bulldoze stuff, I build a new crest all the time, I get it. But think about how many players never build anything. They don't know how to build, they're scared of building, they feel like they're bad at building, they don't want to build. Maybe they don't use the gallery because they don't know how to use the gallery, they don't have access to the gallery doesn't work properly. Like, think about how many players, they can't access things to replace them, you know? Like, a lot of you know how to do that because you consume Sims content and like you're pretty like familiar with how to work the game and stuff. Not everybody is like that. So I think it's better personally for the world to come pretty pre-filled. I think that's better for the average player. You might be outside of that average, and that's fine. And you also might disagree. That's fine too. But anyway, but yeah, see, like, you know how to use the gallery, but not everybody does know how to use the gallery. And I can't show you because there's no gallery on this version of the game. Oh, I'm gonna make it crash by doing this. Yeah. It's not supposed to let me click that because the gallery is disabled. Anyway, this version is really strange. It's you're not allowed to use the gallery and like it's disabled usually. So I just broke it by doing that. It's like a self-destruct button, yeah. Usually it's grayed out so you can't click it, and then I did click it, and that wasn't a good idea. But yeah, most people, like, the gallery does that to them, even on the regular game, so. Anyway. I'm gonna load into this lot, the Hothead Rock Hideaway 64 by 64 lot. So that we can do some building. This is a good, I think this is a nice use of an empty lot too. I kind of like how they just put a bunch of stuff on it. It's not really empty because they've got like trees, so it looks less bad from the environment. Like when you're like running around, it doesn't look like there's a big 64 by 64 plain box, you know? So anyway, let me bulldoze this and then flatten the terrain. Okay, so my plan for this build is I kind of want to have like sort of a resort vibe to it. It is very large. This lot is 64 by 64, so it's gonna be an interesting experience, but kind of what I'm thinking is I'd like to have some sort of like main building. There could be like a kitchen and some dining tables, you know, like maybe like a living space with TVs and things, maybe a bar or something in there. That's like the main spot, right? We could also probably have some space for the staff to stay in the main building. And then I kind of want to do like almost like a glamping tent sort of setup where we've got like a bunch of those kind of around the lot. And then there could be like a big resort pool with like lounge chairs and things in the middle somehow. Like that's sort of almost like this U shape. That's kind of what I was thinking. I saw, and I don't really know if we're gonna stick to this. I might end up doing it more of like a cabin than this, but we do have tent stuff sort of in this pack. Like we have like this canvas wallpaper and roof texture. So I thought maybe it would be kind of interesting to try and use that a little bit more. But I'm not sure. We could probably have a little bit of a kids area. I'm definitely thinking more adult themed with this though. I'm definitely thinking more adult themed with this. But we'll see. We shall see. I feel like the kids have a place to stay that's kind of, not that summer camp is like a kids hotel, but it kind of is a little bit. But anyway, oh, Cuckoo, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, almost like an adults only resort. I think I'm gonna start probably though by setting up the schedule preset. Scary, scary, scary. The Valorant thingy you're seeing, Yippity, is because it's like the last couple days of September, which they've got like discounted subs during September, and then for the last couple of days, sort of like Valorant is like the sponsor of September across all of Twitch, and so when you gift subs, Valorant will like randomly gift extra on top of the subs that you gift right now. So if someone gifts like 5 subs, it might actually do like 6 or 7, and Valorant will pay for the extra 2. So it's kind of interesting. This happens every year in September. Different sponsors. One time it was Subway. I thought it was kind of good when it was Subway because like haha September sub, you know. But yeah, it's been Valorant. I think it was Valorant last year too, maybe the year before even. I can't remember. But anyway, so there's a default bed and breakfast like preset. I don't think I want to use this. I think I'd rather make my own rather than like doing theirs, you know? Thought Valorant because of Valorant champs. Well, yeah. I mean, like the timing very much works out with the Valorant champs and stuff, but I assume that is all intentional. Definitely. Okay. Let's just make it fully custom. There is like you can do like a preset guest role, but I think I'm gonna make my own. Let's make them adults, honestly. Let's make it an adults only resort. Or well, maybe we shouldn't. No, I think it should be. Cause then we can make it like sort of romantic here. Let's make it like adults only at this hotel. I don't think they need to have any special careers or anything though. Region is so interesting that you can make them all be from the same world. That's kind of cool. I like that. We won't give them a custom outfit either because they can just wear their own clothes when they come here. But maybe when they're around, they will like to, we can have them do water activities. So they'll like use the diving boards and the pools and stuff. And then, oh, enjoy the outdoors is kind of good too. There's a little bit of overlap between those, but that feels like a fun activity to say that they're doing at the hotel. Oh, Courier, thank you for the gifted subs as well. Yeah, it is CFE, so it's only base game. Yeah, this one's only base game. And the pack, obviously. I know that some people had packs in their CFE. I think there's a way for you to like copy your packs over from the installation folder to the other installation folder for this pack, for this version of the game. But they like posted this big thing in the Discord because usually they've never like addressed this before, like the possibility of being able to use other packs. So I thought it was not allowed. This time they were like, you won't get in trouble for doing it, but I'm not going to tell you how to do it and do it at your own risk. You might break something. So I was like, oh, not gonna, I'll wait until Monday when I have the regular game, was sort of my, but so there's nothing wrong with people doing that, but I sort of felt like maybe I shouldn't, you know? I didn't want to, I also think there's a level of, it's nice to test cross-pack compatibility, but I also think there's a level of like, it's really nice to play with just the pack at first, because then you can like really see what comes in the pack. So I kind of enjoyed doing that, but I don't know. Everybody's got different preferences, so. Maybe, because use hot tub I think is involved in the other things that they do, right? So maybe we'll have them do self-care because that has them just fulfill their needs and stuff and their wants. I kind of want to have them drink bar drinks. I feel like that feels nice for the hotel. I don't know about having them be romantic because if they do that, they'll romance everybody. We don't have to put sleep on this category because we can put sleep on the time. This is stuff that they'll do kind of like when they have free time. They'll do all of this just whenever, you know? I guess we could do like be friendly. That'll cause them to talk to each other. Well, Katana, I understand what you mean. They said, why would you want to restrict worlds? I only think of like xenophobic reasons to do that. I can see why you would think that, but I don't think that's why it's there. Imagine like you're trying to build, like say you want to build a boarding school in Willow Creek, and you want all the Willow Creek kids to go to that boarding school, and then you want to make a second boarding school in Oasis Springs, and all the Oasis Springs kids go to that boarding school, and you could like make a pretend rivalry between the two schools. I think that's why it's there, so you can try and like make up stories and like, because you could also have like it could be as simple as like you're making a fake club for like the people that live in one neighborhood or something, you know? Like they just want to give you options, right? They're not trying to be xenophobic with Sims worlds, I don't think. That would be wild if that was their intention, right? That'd be kind of scary. But you can limit to a cult separately. That's a separate like role criteria. There's like an occult one. I only have the base game, so we don't have other ones. So there'll be like vampire, mermaid. You can do that separately too. Has relationship status. It's got all the careers separate as well, so you can make like an event. You could do like a, I don't know, like a work retreat that way if you wanted to. Yeah, and then that way you could meet other townies at that event. You know, you could try and meet everyone from your same world that way, if you wanted. Okay, let's do actually 3 staff members. No, let's do 2 staff members that clean stuff, and then we'll have one that's a bartender and one that's a chef separate. You know? Okay, role criteria. So I feel like the staff should also only be adults. And then, they probably don't need separate skills or anything. But the staff's activities will be to clean. Let's put on do home chores. Do home chores is like cleaning and emptying trash, but I'm gonna do both. They'll also fix objects. And then I'm gonna have someone else eat. Or cook, I meant to say. So I probably won't put anything else on there for them. The staff will just do that. Let's pick an outfit for them. Yeah, you can make like a truly local community center. That's a good idea too, Vera, to have it be like just one world and then make it like a true community center sort of. That's a fun concept. I don't know about what sort of clothing they should wear. There's a level of like, if the staff wore like a suit, I think that might be kind of nice, you know? We have the employees walking around like this. Okay. What color? I kind of want to do like a simple... I kind of like the red. Maybe like just the gray is good. Or we could do like this. Oh, maybe that's good. Okay. No, Miro, you're not gonna get kicked out of visiting the place yourself. There's kind of like two. This is so confusing, so I apologize, but the custom venues and getaways are different, right? So at a custom venue, it's just a lot that happens to have getaways going on at it, and you're not a part of them straight away. So if you were to visit this hotel that I'm building and you just like went to the map, traveled to the getaway, to the custom venue. God, I made it worse by saying that. If you just went to the map, visited the custom venue, it's like you just plopped yourself on to like go use the pool at a hotel. There's guests that are staying at the hotel. You aren't one of them. You're just using the pool. You can leave whenever. They're all gonna stick to the schedule because they're like a part of this retreat itinerary, but you're just kind of hanging out for a bit. Or you could schedule a getaway. When you schedule a getaway, you would not probably set up rules that you don't fit into because you're the one scheduling the getaway, right? And so like you wouldn't have yourself be staff if you don't have the like cooking skill required, probably. But I guess, I don't know if you could, I guess you probably could, but you wouldn't like make yourself the chef if you didn't cook, you know? But then if you hosted a getaway somewhere, then you would be like a part of that vacation. You're on it. You aren't just visiting it. Does that make sense? The getaway is an event. The custom venue is just a lot. So it's like how you could like visit the bar, but there could also be a getaway at the bar, and the getaway at the bar is like a bachelorette party that's happening for the weekend. You aren't a part of that. You're just at the bar, you know? So it's community lot versus a party, kind of, but the party lasts like 4 days. No, the schedules don't conflict. This is so confusing to people, so again, I sincerely apologize. Their schedule at the custom venue doesn't affect what you've scheduled for the party. It's sort of like if you hosted like a wedding at the museum, just because everyone else is at the museum and like they're looking at paintings doesn't mean that people won't get married there. Like you're still gonna get married and you scheduled the wedding. You're doing wedding stuff because you scheduled the party there. So all the wedding stuff is the priority. That's what you set up. Maybe wedding's a bad example because the weddings don't work properly, but like the wedding is what's happening there. The getaway is what's happening there. The custom venue schedule is sort of when there isn't something happening there. Does that make sense? Okay, so, I don't really like there isn't like cute suit options in the base game, is there? We need this to be kind of formal. I kind of want it, maybe I'll do a skirt. We had kind of like this beige color, didn't we? So we could do that. And we get like a blazer with it or something. Maybe not that one. Oh, this one tucks in, but at what cost? I kind of want to have more of like a blue tone, but I don't like the colors on it. Oh, see, that's pretty simple. That kind of matches the suit. Same colors. Okay, maybe I'll do that. We can wear bracelets for this. This is like the archery stuff. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be 2 people walking around with the same outfit, but I think that could work. Theology, this is just for the mannequin. They didn't change the default underwear. It's literally just the mannequin that looks like that. Okay, so this role is gonna be for, maybe I'll use one of the role library ones then. Because we could add like an actual chef. This has them, oh, they could be a celebrity if you have it. This is because the chef, oh, you can't edit the roles in the library. Can I edit it now that I've added it? Yeah, I don't really want them to be a celebrity. They have to have level 2 cooking and be an adult. And then they are friendly, they eat, and they serve meal. Don't eat. What outfits do they wear? I'm not making mannequins, Sophia. I'm making the custom outfits for the employees at my getaway. I'm not just making mannequins for no reason. I'm making custom outfits for the employees. Okay, I'm also gonna put, I want a bartender. Is there not a bartender one? Oh, there literally is one right there. Okay, what do they do? You can be a teen. I don't think so. They mix bar drinks and tend the bar. Okay, what does their outfit look like? Oh, they have to wear their everyday. No, we're gonna make our own. Wouldn't you need to plan a getaway to use a hotel? Well, that's why I'm setting up this schedule at the custom venue. You could also plan a getaway there that uses the same schedule if you wanted, but I want to have the custom venue have a schedule, right? Because that's what makes it like usable to just walk into if you wanted to like just go and like use their bar. This is why I'm doing it like this. But yeah, if you wanted to have a vacation at a hotel, you would plan a getaway. Yeah, of course. That's kind of the whole point of the pack. I hope that makes sense. No, it's still not like super quite a hotel pack, but it's more there than it was before. So everyone's gonna wear brown at this place. I don't actually mind that though. Okay. Oh, we could get like a musician to play in the lounge part. That could be nice as well. We can do that. Maybe they'll just tuck in this shirt and then wear some nice pants with it. I do like those pants, but they're not really like the right color that I was picturing. And those aren't as high-waisted. Let's just use them in this color then. And I'll just wear like a true white with it. Do you have to do custom outfits for each age? You don't have to do custom outfits at all if you don't want to. You would do it separately for adults and children, though, because the kids can't wear the same clothes as the adults. People were kind of confused by there just being like adult and child, but it's because the adults wear the same things as teens. They all have the same clothes. Children do not have the same clothes, so that is why. Okay, I also want to get an entertainer who can dance, do comedy, and do music. That's perfect. Yeah. I'm actually going to turn off teen for this, too. I want it to be like a fully adults only. What does their outfit look like? Oh, they just wear their party wear? I think that's probably fine. Maybe I'll put them in formal, though. They'll just wear their normal formal wear for this. Teens don't have any unique clothes. That's just how The Sims 4 works, though. That's just kind of how it goes. No, you don't own a custom venue in this pack. Custom venues are like regular community lots. It's the same as like how we have like a library. You don't own the library, but you can visit it. It's the same. It's just a regular community lot. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's have them wake up at 6 a.m. Their main activity will be to have breakfast. Okay? And we'll customize what they're doing for the guests. The guests will eat, and we'll have them drink coffee at breakfast time. And then the staff will clean, the chef will cook and serve a meal. The bartender, maybe the bartender, well, I guess they can be on there. And we'll just have the entertainer work too. Why not? Why not? Yeah, but you can have a getaway at a residential lot. But you can't own a custom venue, but you can host a getaway anywhere. So you could host a getaway at your house if you wanted to. So you, in that way, can kind of own something that's hosting getaways, but it's not a separate lot. It's still your house. Does that make sense? You can kind of make money from it, but it's not effective, like at all in the slightest. You make money based on the value of the lot. And when I did the rags to riches with it, I was getting paid like $20 a day at first. So it's, I sort of think that like it's there. I guess if you had a really expensive lot, it would be worth it. But like it's more for fun. It's not really about like the money, I guess. Okay, so they'll have breakfast at 6 a.m. Maybe at 9 a.m. That's when they'll go hang around outside, right? So at 9 a.m. we'll have them like do water activities. We can leave the guests with this stuff, as maybe I'll take away the self-care. You're not allowed to do self-care in the mornings. The bartender will start working though, probably at 9 a.m. And then at 12 p.m. I might set that to be more like 2 p.m. So they'll have water activities for a while during the day. I don't know if you can run a getaway at a small business, Sarah. I'm not sure how that works. They're not really intended to like be used together, I don't think, but okay. So at 2 p.m., let me start adding in some more of these. Maybe at 5 p.m. we'll do like a pre-dinner bar thing. Everyone goes to the bar at 5 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. they'll have dinner. You don't really need to put a have lunch. I feel like they won't be hungry for both. Oh, I put have lunch just then. I want you to have dinner. Maybe the bar drinks will happen at 4, because then I can put dinner a little bit earlier at 6. Oh, I can put bar drinks at 4 still and have, oh no, it has to be a 3-hour gap between them. I see. Interesting. So we'll have dinner at 6 p.m. and then maybe at 9 p.m. everyone will hang out by the fire. Doesn't that seem fun? Sims will use campfires versus hang out by fire. Oh, they can use the fireplace then too. That's good. They're having breakfast at 4 a.m. now? Why did that change? Do water activities at 9. Ooh. Breakfast at 6. Oh yeah, it's because of the 3-hour gap. Then they'll hang out by the fire, and then everyone will go to bed at, I guess, at midnight. Oh God. I have made a packed schedule. So they sleep from 12 to 6. But they can take care of their needs in between that. So they'll be fine. We've got self-care in there. Yeah, imagine like a pottery making retreat. Wouldn't that be so fun? Maybe I'll add like read into this. Oh, I never had them listen to music. Oh, let me like edit this a little bit too. The guests during this time will eat, and they'll also listen to music and watch live entertainment during dinner. Maybe they can do that during the bar time too. Watch live entertainment, listen to music. Maybe I'll put self-care on there. Where did it go? Self-care, okay. Oh, dance. Oh, shoot. Also, the chef, they don't need to be cooking at that time. You know? Oh, wait, I have a free time still. Oh, maybe I can just delete this one. They'll do like water and activities until they go to the bar. That feels better. Okay, so they have self-care time during water activities. So then they can dance during bar time. And then they go to dinner. And then they'll hang out by the fire. And then they'll go to bed. Okay, I'm gonna save this as a preset. So that'll help me, I can just use it again. Okay. Sleep has gone to 19 p.m. Now, what does that mean? Oh, sleep's at midnight. It looks kind of confusing because it goes at the top, but that's because it's in order, and midnight obviously is the start of the day. But it'll go again to, like, it happens after 9 p.m. and then the day starts again. Does that make sense? Yeah, they'll follow the schedule. And you can't save the preset to the gallery separately, Anne, but you can save the lot to the gallery, and the lot comes with the preset. It's kind of like how you can't save like a menu from a restaurant to the gallery, but if you put a restaurant on the gallery, it comes with the menu that you set. But you like can't upload the menu by itself. You upload the restaurant. No, you don't have different schedules for the different days. You just have the one schedule. But you could edit it during the week or during the event, you know? Okay. I'm gonna record this now because I think I'm gonna start building. No, we spent like half an hour making the schedule, Alina. So we haven't started building yet. We've been making the schedule. Yeah, but you can edit it while it's happening, so you can change stuff up if you want to. It's nice for when you're testing something new, because you might realize that, like, oh, this didn't actually work how I thought it would. So I don't really like that, you know? And then you can just change it. Okay. That is now centered. Perfect. So this is, like, the big main building. I kind of want that to be, like, a giant cabin. We're gonna do the school build on Monday because I want to have the other packs when I do that. I don't have the other packs right now, so I can't. Okay, let's try and make like our little glamping tents. Maybe we'll start with that because then I can just copy and duplicate them over and over. What kind of... Ooh, I kind of like this one for this. I haven't really used this column yet. That could be interesting. Although we don't have a... This doesn't match that column, really. That's okay, I guess. I would put this out to, like, there. I don't really know, chat. I don't really know. We'll see. I think it'll look cool when it's done. I think it's gonna be so cool and so fine. So we have like that canvas color, right? And then we have like the canvas wall too. So like, yeah, it's a tent, but it's not just any tent. It's a fancy tent. See? Should it be up on a foundation? Probably, like, probably not. Because what kind of tent's on a foundation? None of them. Hi, Hope. How are you? Okay, I don't know about that color. Maybe it should be, like, lighter. I don't know. I guess maybe they placed it on a deck. So maybe they do have a foundation for it because it's going to be on a deck. Because that way we can use this stuff. I don't really like the colors of those together, though. A lot of tents will have it on a solid surface. Is it usually, like, raised up, though? That's what I'm worried about. Also, maybe I make her a little bit smaller. I think I want to have a bathroom. I feel like each of these tents should have their own bathroom, right? But then, is it going to be ugly? If it's, like, off to the side a little bit like that. I don't think I want to make the deck, like, larger all the way around than the tent. I don't know, I just feel like that's going to be kind of... I don't really know how to explain it. Communal bathrooms could be good too. Yeah, but keep in mind, I'm not, like, I'm trying to build a hotel. Like, what I want is to have a hotel. And I don't want, like, if I was staying in a hotel, I would not want a communal bathroom. We're kind of going for a glamping vibe, but I still would not want a communal bathroom. I'm going for, like, luxury. So, I don't think I want to do that, with this one at least. Maybe the tent could have a hot tub. Oh my god, like a private hot tub? What I'm worried about with that is that if we give them a private hot tub for each of the tents, then the Sims are going to, like, when you have, like, Sims that are visiting this, they're gonna really spread out. Like, they'll be maybe at this tent's hot tub a little bit in the morning and then go to that tent's hot tub in the afternoon, and then they won't be, like, all at the same. And I kind of like the idea of there being, like, an area with hot tubs instead of there being, like, everyone has their own, because then there'll be just one Sim in each, and I want it to look like it's busy, you know? I don't know. I feel like these doors are so short. It's kind of ruining my vibes. Yeah, they have an interesting texture because it's like plastic, the windows, because these are like on the tent, right? So the texture is a little bit funky on them because it's supposed to be like a plastic window. Again, this is kind of like a glamping sort of tent that I'm building, which you might not want to use, but it's sort of what I was going for. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I want it to be made out of like cabin texture instead. I think I don't like this being extended. Does the canvas wall come in a different color? Yeah, it comes in a few different colors. This is like the most canvas looking canvas wall. There is like a more yellow toned one. We'd probably then want to use a different roof texture, but you can make it like more, I guess, almost more like orange. Oh. The wood accent is ugly on that trim. Is there a green swatch? Yeah, it comes in green. I was kind of going for like a more true tent color though. like a canvas looking tent. You think cabins have a more glamping vibe? Let me show you what I'm looking at. Let me show you my inspo pic. Glamping. You see? Yeah, I think it was better with the original cream, honestly. I think that was more the vibes of this. Okay, so let me duplicate you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, just 3, sorry. Are these doubled up? No, okay, good. Oh, these are actually gonna take up a lot of space. Maybe for these little tents, we could do them like kind of facing each other. Like we could have it be laid out like this. The bathroom windows will be right into each other. Perfect. That's terrible. But we could do them like that, maybe a little bit more. I want to have 4 of them on each side. That's a lot. We'll figure it out. So we could do that maybe? Oh, this one's 3, it was 2 before. Yeah, scoot it even further over. The windows and the foundations are different heights. Well, the windows aren't different heights because they're the same, but the foundation was. Yeah, we could put like trees in between them each. That would help. That's like a little bit further over, kind of on purpose. Let me see how that looks. How many tiles is that in between them? 3? Okay, well this thing can go further back anyway, so that's fine. I do kind of like how they're like a little bit separate from each other. Like these are kind of like 2 pairs. Almost, you know? The windows on the front and side are different heights. Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. The windows on the front are only this height because I want to be the same height as the door. The side can be a different height because you're never going to see it at the same time. Sometimes I do that on purpose. If it was in the same room, I would probably do it differently, but it is not in the same room, so it doesn't actually matter too much. I don't like this height. I think this is too low. Oh, you mean these ones. I see. Well, I'm not done with those yet, so. Those ones we haven't really figured out yet. I was talking about the bathroom. Okay. I like that so far. Oh my god, these are gonna be like so massive. It's like so overwhelming. Okay, so you would be lined up like way this way. It's what, 3 tiles on each side? Okay. Yeah, so you would go like that. And then like that. And then like that. And then this would go over here. The limit of Sims at each getaway is 20 total, Yan. Except it's like 8 per roll with 20 Sims total. So you could have like 8 guests and then, you know, 2 employees. But the max of guests in that like first guest category is 8. But you can make a second guest category if you really wanted to. Like, there's just a max of 20 Sims total separated across whatever roles you want to do. Okay. Again. Which, you go right. Wait. I'm just gonna keep moving this so I can try and keep it in line. Is that still in line? Okay. Perfect. So you could do 2 separate roles with the same activities. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It would be kind of like annoying for you probably as the player to do it like that, but yeah, you could do that. I mean, this is like so customizable. So if you've got an idea, you can probably do it. We're not really trying to go for camp. What we're trying to do right now is like glamp. A fancy camp hotel for adults, basically. But it is kind of camp-like, yeah. Okay. Tents, all separate. Looks good. Well, you can't really set it so that guests attend with their spouses because you're setting it for like individuals more so, but I guess you can set it so that everyone who comes is married. Doesn't guarantee that they will be married to each other. But you could set it so they're all married, technically. Okay. I do like that so far. Do the guests trespass other guest rooms? Oh, they sure do. They sure do. Yeah, it's not really like... Oh, I'm actually gonna raise you up, I think, because I want to have... Is that stair attached to these? No. Maybe go up again so I can have this be in between them. Can't intersect foundations. Dang. What I kind of want to have is like walkways between it all, but maybe I can't really do that how I want. Yeah, I haven't saved a single time, so you make an interesting point there, Oddity. You make an interesting point there. Can you have it all set as divorced Sims? I don't actually know that. Let's find out. No, single, in a relationship, or married are the settings. Well, you can always have different foundation heights, yeah, you just can't have them touch each other. They weren't touching. If they touch, then you can't do it. As long as they're not touching, you can do it, which is what I was trying to do. Oh, I moved her back by accident when I was trying to have them be centered with the middle of the lot. Oops. 13, 20. Oh, and I scooted it to be centered perfectly just then by accident even. Okay, so we're gonna try and build like a really big, fancy clubhouse part to this. I think the first left 10 is higher. Yeah, that's because I just raised it up because I was testing something, but I didn't end up wanting to keep it, so. Okay, I'm gonna make this part be like pretty high up. Okay, so this one's gonna have more of a cabin vibe. This one's not really gonna be like, I don't know, it's just not really gonna be like a tent, I guess. This is like the luxury main building, you know? I kind of want to do like an L shape with this. You can have a really big deck in the front of it. Okay. And then maybe you should be smaller. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have the staff have rooms that are inside of this part, so. No, you can't designate areas as staff only on these. It's not really like complex in that same way, I guess. I don't think I like this bump out business. I don't think that's what I'm trying to go for. Is it still centered? Yeah, I dragged it out on both sides when I did that. Yeah, you can visit without your Sims running it. Yeah, you can also be, like, you don't have to be the leader of the getaway. You can be a member of the getaway when you're doing a getaway, but you can also just come here for fun and not be a part of a getaway at all if you wanted to. It's very, 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 very custom. Okay, this is gonna be like dormers, I think, at the very top. Yeah, it'll cost money to attend. The value of the getaway, like the amount that it charges you, is based on the value of the lot. So it'll like, kind of similar to how the vacation rentals work, but you pay per day based on the value of the lot. It's usually like, I've noticed around like 200 bucks per day. Have I saved? Yeah, I saved a second ago, don't worry. Don't worry. All I've done is roofing since then on this main building. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it skinnier again. Now that I'm doing it like this, I think that would look better. Although, maybe it needs to have like 2 dormers up there. Maybe that would be better. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to test this. Should there be a main building up front and then tents and everything in the back? No, because Luna, what I want to do is have you load in and all you see is pool pretty much. That's what I'm going for. I want the pool to be like the front and center part. In the middle. That's what I'm going for at least. I think that it needs to be 1 tile wider, actually. Oh god, this is gonna be such a pain. This is gonna take me a lot longer to build than I thought it would. That's okay. It's a 64 by 64 lot. Like, why am I sitting here acting surprised about that? I should have known. Okay. Oh, except now those are really tight, close together. Maybe you could get scooted over again so that they're not touching. Yeah, she's a bit ugly. That's okay. That is okay. What about... Yeah, we do like log cabin vibes. Oh, so cute. I think what I want to do with this, honestly, is have there be like a very large front porch thing going on across like the whole place. Like a really big deck. And I want it to be like 2 stories almost. Yeah, I'm usually live later, Izzy, but I'm not gonna be able to stream later, so I figured, well, let's stream early so we can still stream today and also hopefully stream for a bit today. That's kind of what I was going for. Okay. We get some nice columns on this. I think that's kind of cute, honestly. This should have like stone. That's gonna look so nice. Oh, one other problem with this is that because of where I've got it placed, I think I need to scoot it forward a tile because I think this part needs to be dragged out too so that it puts trim on the edge, unfortunately. Okay. I missed a section of the fencing, okay. I think the screen windows to make a sun porch on the first floor. We could think about that. I don't really like the screen windows from this pack very much. I want to like them, but I am not super sure about them, so we'll see. I don't really like how that's like 2 of them right there. Maybe that's fine though. I do really, really like this new spandrel. I think it looks really good. I am really enjoying it. Okay. And then there would be a staircase in the middle of it. And this thing right there. Okay. Large cabin. Yeah, and this will be okay. How much staff do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, weird number of staff. Maybe we could do 3 staff members that clean. Because then there's 6 staff members, and we could have like, oh, we could have like a hallway down here, and there could be like, I don't know, I was gonna say we could try to have them share rooms, but that's gonna look kind of weird, won't it? Maybe the whole thing needs to get extended just a little bit more. Scoot forward. Because that'll give me a little bit more room for the hallway, possibly. Make the staff sleep in bunk beds. Oh yeah, they're gonna share rooms for sure. That's a given. And I don't really want it to be bigger. Yeah, the staff stay on the lot. They're a part of the giveaway. Think of it like a camp counselor. Like the camp counselor's not leaving at night and like ditching the kids there. That would be wild. You know? So it's like that. The staff stays there overnight, right? Just like you stay there overnight. Okay, well that's 2. So there could be like 2 Sims in each of that one. That puts 4. And then maybe we could have 2 other Sims have their own rooms. And then there could be like a little bathroom for the staff, sort of shared there. Yeah, it's like fend for yourself, kids, I guess. Good luck. Oh, this could be cool. Open in the middle. A cruise ship getaway would be so cool. Yeah, well, I built that cruise ship years ago. We could totally try and use that like a getaway now. I think that would be amazing. I think we could totally do that. Or we could build another one. Like, I just have so many ideas for things that I could build. But I spent like weeks making a cruise ship once a long time ago, and it's basically just like a big building that looks like a ship and stays put. It doesn't move anywhere. But we could totally do that. Okay. Will Sims try and sleep in the staff rooms? Yeah. Yeah, they sure will. They sure will. And you can't really assign that separately, so. Just warning you to know what to expect. But yes, they will do that. Just built the Star of the Seas. That's hilarious. No, you can't lock the rooms for staff because staff isn't like a special role, right? Like everything is a custom role with this. Everything is a custom role. So when you have staff, it's just a role that you have labeled as staff. The game doesn't know any different between like who's a guest and who's staff, because if you wanted to, the whole thing could be staff, or like there could be no staff. Like there isn't staff. It's just a role that you've typed the word staff on. And you can't restrict the rooms either. No, you can like claim a room for yourself, but you can't like restrict them. I guess you could possibly manually select doors to be locked, but also this is a custom venue. Can you lock doors on a public lot? And you could like assign beds to the staff. You could definitely assign the beds to the staff separately. That would work. So that's a possibility too. Okay. Fascinating with all the columns in there. I might actually make it a little smaller. Are there 2 columns there now? Maybe we do it the same thing what I just did, but like backwards, so there's more space in the front. Because we could have a check-in desk in the front then. And then there's more seating up here. We also need to, oh, there needs to be a staircase somewhere. Oh, shoot. Are we gonna do like a 3-tile wide staircase right in the middle of all that? Okay, my problem is I don't like it 3 tiles wide. I don't like it 1 tile wide. So where does that leave me? Oh, we could possibly have it be this way. Because then we could have the front desk be, like behind it. In front of it. Yeah, you could kind of like make it rounded if you wanted to as well. But I just feel like that's not very luxurious. But you could possibly do it like something like that somehow. I don't really know. I think it's better with it being 3 tiles wide though. And we can have the front desk right here though. There's no adventure awaits counters. Why did I just click that? Oh yeah, and by the way, there's no adventure awaits counters. Yeah, you can set the guest to be a certain age group, yeah. Yeah, maybe I should put a wall there. I think that's better. I think that's actually necessary even. Whew, that's pretty tight with the front. That's, maybe I make it a little bit wider. Just on this bit. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna get some stone. We'll use that on this wall. Rounded counters on the end. You think for this? I actually, and this is a controversial take, I think, because nobody agrees with me when I say this. I don't really like the round. I very rarely ever like these. I don't know, I just feel like they look bad most of the time. Like I just, they're interesting, but I don't really normally want to use them. I feel like it always doesn't look how I want it to. Okay, well I do like this. I think I want to get like a pretty sign. God, the base game is just a nightmare. We can definitely use this sign somewhere outside. But oh man. They have these too, but this is very much not what they mean, or what we want to use probably. I think I could possibly try to like raise this up and then put it in the wall somehow. Oh, if we scoot that far enough back. Let's see if that worked. Oh, it's kind of clipping, just a little bit. Is it clipping on that side? It's not. Okay, just a little bit further back than that. Like here, maybe? It needs to be like centered in the middle of the column, but just slightly. Oh, what the? Oh, my walls are cut away. Sorry. I was like, it didn't work. No, I just had the walls down. That's okay. Put a hanging plant on each side. Oh, bestie, there's no hanging plants. Not in this. This is a new sign. This sign is from the pack. Oops. I kind of like the brown with the green. That's all right. But yeah, that sign is from this. So that's why you've never seen it before. Because it didn't exist before this. Okay, I'm gonna scoot these kind of into the wall too. Basically as far back as I can get them. Just to give myself a little bit more room for this thing. Okay. Okay. I do kind of like that for this. I know that we want to have like a fancy dining room and also a kitchen for the employees to cook in. Here's kind of what I'm thinking. I think the dining room could be off of the entryway like this. And we can have a couple dining tables in here in the middle. Oh, my voice. Oh my God, what happened to me? We could have like some dining tables in here. And then we can do the kitchen, small kitchen, just in here. Although maybe it would be better if it was a little bit bigger. And this can be a bathroom. You know? Something kind of like that. Does it suck having just the base game in the pack? My answer to that question would be yes and no, I think. Because I think it's actually like a new pack doesn't really ever feel lacking to me, except for like with small things like counters and stuff, because I'm always excited about the new stuff, so it's not that bad. The only thing is I have all these ideas of things that I want to use, so I'm like doing a build and I'm sat here thinking like, oh, we should put this thing. Oh, never mind, that's from Get to Work, or you know, like, so it does feel like it's kind of lacking in that way sometimes when you know about other stuff that you want to use and then can't. That makes it hard. Oh, we could possibly do these doors. I do like that like dark blue color. That could be good. They put the toilet sign on it. Yeah, I could put the toilet entrance in the hallway instead, possibly too. I guess we could have like counters in this part then. Because it's like the breakfast nook in the public space. Can we fill in the walls under the stairs to hide the sign clipping? I actually, to be honest, I don't really mind the sign clipping. That might be bad of me to say. But to answer your question, we could use stairs that have like a solid wall to it instead. We could do like the stone stairs and that would be fine. I mean, it's nice to have more stone accents anyway, probably. Okay. Yeah, we want to have a bar somewhere. Where am I gonna put... I feel like it could be like a lobby bar, sort of, you know? There can just be some seating in this area. We can also have a bar by the pool instead. It could just be like fully outside. I guess that could be nice too, to do it fully outside. Should it be even? Like, have the entryway into this place be like this? I think that there should be a gym. I think that we need to have an indoor gym somehow. I guess we could do like a gym and then you think in the basement? Yeah, we could do it. We could have a basement. I feel like the gym is like such a, it's almost like the gym is like a highlight of the pack. So you almost don't want to like tuck it away in a basement, you know, because it's such a like useful thing to have. I know, we don't have any of the event items, but like that long buffet table would be perfect for this. absolutely perfect for this. Can I do double doors into the gym? Yeah, I sure can. Okay, so there's a second bathroom downstairs for everybody to access. And then we have the gym. There are 2 bathrooms upstairs for the employees to be able to access. And then there's a lot of like space for seating just around. And I think that's pretty good. Okay, and then we can put like games table, you know, chess tables, that sort of thing. You think the building looks off? You don't think it's centered? How many tiles is that? 1,200. 1,260. Oh, shoot. Okay. I extended it off 1 tile. We're gonna actually just scoot these up 1. So it's no longer technically centered on the lot, but it's centered with this. So there's like a little bit more space back there. That's fine though. Oh, December, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I'm trying to build a like really fancy glamping resort right now, using the new Adventure Awaits expansion pack. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was even because I thought that I had stuck to the evenness of it all. But I guess I messed it up somehow when I was only partially extending it. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I think there is a level of like, we want to have, maybe this should be like 3 tiles wide, and then there could be like a big long walkway in between them. I think I want to do something like that. That's actually 4 tiles out. But we could connect them up somehow separately from that. You know, I guess there could be like a big, it just sort of wraps around, but, and where is the bar? We're gonna put a big like outdoor space in the middle of everything. There's gonna be like a big patio with a huge pool and stuff, hot tubs, stuff like that. That's like, that was the whole point of leaving the middle open, was for us to have all of that. Well, that doesn't go in the bathroom. Oopsies. These are gonna be really nice bathrooms. It's very luxurious. That's the goal, isn't it? Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, because I kind of want it to be like up, like on a deck. So I'm just sort of trying to decide how exactly I want to do that and like where it should go. Up like 2 tiles. Would be the perfect lot for yoga. I know. If there was yoga, that would be really nice, wouldn't it? But not in these packs. Okay, I'm wondering about, God, there's so much space. It is wild. What if the pool bar was like in the middle, you know? Of course, I'm not gonna really like any of the bar stuff that we have access to, but that could be kind of interesting. You think make it a sunken bar? I mean, you could do that, technically. If we really wanted to. Yeah, I think that like this should be a deck around it. Yeah, it'd be cool if we had like an actual pool bar that goes on the edge like how it used to be in The Sims 3, but unfortunately, it does not exist. We did get this bar from the pack. But it's kind of like old looking. It's not really giving like glamping luxury. It does match the foundations we've got over there though. So I don't know. New base game bar. Yeah, we have this one too. This one comes in like some decent looking colors. I don't love the marble on top though. Oh geez. I really dislike that actually. I wonder if I could build out like some kind of cover on top of this thing somehow. Ooh. We can scoot that forward just a little bit. Oh, I thought they were bleachers at first. Oh, I'm so sorry, Hope. Unfortunately, no bleachers in this. But this could be kind of interesting. We have to get bar stools in there. I have this. We can all place her closer together again. Yeah, it having the walls, I think, looks really nice, but at the same time is also like, I don't know, there's something off about it, but we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Can the bartender access? I think so, Nelly. They can usually walk past half tiles, and that's only a half tile, so I think they should be fine, but we'll play test it later. Why not use one bar and 2 island counters? Cookie, have you seen the counters in the base game? That's why. The intention is to try and use not one of the base game bars. And our options are very limited, so that's why. Okay. The butterfly VFX, Louisa, they're like bigger than one tile. It looks like it's just one tile on the ground, but they fly around quite a bit more than that. The suggestion was to put the butterfly VFX inside of these columns and then have like the windows on them or something so that you can see the butterflies from inside. But yeah, the butterfly VFX are bigger than that. So like when you put them, they like, maybe you placed it down, like, where is it? Like maybe you place it down like right here, but they'll actually fly around in like an area around it. So they're a little bit big. I guess we could use the metal roof. Yeah, the fireflies do the same thing. That's just kind of how the VFX work, so. That doesn't look too bad. I thought it was gonna look bad. I don't actually think it looks bad like that. I think that's kind of cool. Wow. Interesting. That leaves us a lot of open space. We need to try and find some way to have the hot tubs built in. And I also think that there wouldn't be anything wrong with us getting a second pool that's like more like a lap pool kind of vibe. And we can put the diving boards on the second pool. That's kind of what I'm thinking, at least. Yeah, we can have lounge chairs like this around it. Can I scoot this whole thing? If I scoot that, does it scoot? Nope. Can I scoot this whole thing like this way just a little bit? Because I kind of want to extend this. I kind of want to have more lounge chairs on this side of it. We also want to have like some kind of entrance up to it somehow. Nah, don't do it like that. Maybe I make it bigger instead. How much space do these actually take up? I want it to be like here with one tile in front of it. Yeah, that's fine like that. There's enough room. They can walk around that, okay. Are there string lights? Oh, unfortunately. No. Okay. Wait, how did I, oh, I messed that up bad. This needs to go here, actually. No, and even that's not right. Because you have more space. You're like supposed to be there. Okay. Oh, yeah, Hope said like a little like gazebo, almost like a stage. We could definitely do that. We could also possibly make this part smaller and then have like the stage bit separate, you know? Like we could kind of, as a way to split this all up in multiple areas. I think that maybe you need to go out a tile around this a little bit more so there's easier access to the bar. They have a whole tile behind them? Yeah. That's good. Okay. Take this right in the middle. Do we want hot tubs though? Yeah, I intend to actually have a second pool still, believe it or not. So, yes. And I will still have them. Well, that didn't move the... Oh, I guess that makes sense that it didn't move those because I scooted the whole place separately, didn't I? Yeah, that can just have a wall in it. Okay. Yeah, we could possibly have an outdoor shower sort of area too. That would work. All right. Interesting start. You finally caught me live? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I'm trying to stream a little bit earlier than I normally do today, sort of on purpose for that very reason. No, it's not a hotel pack cycling. You can't run a hotel like in The Sims 3. You can kind of visit a hotel and like have a vacation and visit it like that. But it's not like The Sims 3 where you can like run one, you know? That's not really the purpose of the pack, unfortunately. I wouldn't say the purpose of this pack is about running anything at all. This is definitely more so a pack that is about like visiting and being the guest. You can run stuff, but that's not really like the main purpose, so. Shall I put my water slide over here? God, I love this water slide. You don't understand how glad I am we have this water slide. Like, this is seriously like the best thing they've ever done for me. I'm so glad we have that. So glad we have that. Okay, so we were talking about trying to have sort of like a stage almost, right? And then using that as a way to put a place to sit out and hang out. Oh, we could have a hot tub between the lounge chairs. I guess that's true. There could be one like on the main deck. I still kind of want to have a, I don't know how to explain this, but I still kind of want like a separate, more dedicated space for it. I just want, yeah, I kind of want it to be like more private almost, you know? Oh, that actually works out really well with the spacing of it all. That's amazing. It's like by accident that I did that. And it fits so perfectly. That's amazing. Okay, so we were talking about having like a little stage. We could do like a gazebo with the hot tub too. I still want to have a diving board though, so maybe the stage thing won't happen for us. Because this to me is more like the lounge pool. And then I want to have another pool that is like for fitness. But I guess that's bad because then where do the hot tubs go? I found myself in a bit of a predicament, I would say. But I feel like we really, really, really need to have the diving boards, you know? Like, that's half the reason we're all here with this pack is because we're excited about the diving boards. Oh, you didn't even center it? That's wild that it didn't move that. How many? That's 3 tiles on that side. I guess I can do that again. Oh no. You need more space than that. Okay, so 4 tiles on that side. Are those floating? No, they're fine. Okay. You're not centered though. Okay. Diving boards. It's not really giving like fancy though, is it? I wonder if the dive pool should be like in the back. You know? Like maybe we have it be, oh, cause then it's off the gym. This is the gym. So you could like exit the gym and go straight into the dive pool. That actually makes a lot of sense. Okay, it's like I did it on purpose. It was actually intentional the whole time. I was just kidding when I was putting it in the front. I actually always intended to have it be back here. Right, yeah, sure. Okay, scoot forward. Oh, this is also nice because it gives us like more of a nice like texture to look at on the side of the building, so it's not so flat. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. And we can have it be kind of enclosed with like a cute fence, which would also be nice. Okay. Oh my god, and like miraculously it all lines up. Who would have thought? Part of me is kind of thinking that I don't really know what kind of fence I want to use. Maybe I do like a hedge fence or something. I do like the idea of it being sort of enclosed. I feel like that's a nice touch. Maybe we want to extend it more like this. Because then if I put an archway into it, it won't be like completely out of nowhere. I don't like it being on the edge. That could be cute, right? I wonder if we could have like, we could do landscaping in that area, like around the thing. It's not so straight across anymore though. Put it back. Let's do the pool first and then we can talk. It needed what, 4 tiles on either side of the pool, didn't it? That's a lot of tiles on either side of the pool for the diving board. You think the middle pool is not symmetrical? What, this one? It is. It all lines up. Yeah, we could do them both on the same side instead. We have it more like this. We're gonna have to if we put it over here, so. You're centered in between two tiles, and you are now also centered in between two tiles. Okay, it'll be like that then. Sure. We could have like a little bit of landscaping in this corner too. Have like a tree. I think that could be nice. Maybe we could do some more lounge chairs then. This isn't really like the kind of pool you'd probably want to, but you need to put your stuff down, so. Oh, you're not centered properly. Wait, it's, I'm just gonna put you on that, so it was fine before. Okay, that is centered, so I want them to be like, what, like that? Scoot them over a little bit more then. Do small tables for their smoothies? Yeah, they're gonna need tables, won't they? Okay, what about, oh shoot, archery. Oh, we'll have to figure that out too. Oh God. All of a sudden we need so many things. Should I put the chair or the table in between the chairs? We don't have tables in between the chairs in the other spot, but we can have it over here. That might be okay. Oh shoot, haha, get it? Like shoot an arrow, haha. And I didn't even say that on purpose. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Okay. We'll have the pool ladder be over here. I think I do kind of like the idea of that whole part being landscaping. Can you believe I thought that I was gonna be able to finish this today? Maybe I will be able to, I don't know. It just feels like it's really big because it's a 64 by 64 lot, so my hopes are not that high about it, but maybe. Maybe. Oh, LJ, we don't have any umbrellas in this pack. So we have no umbrellas that we can use for this. Yeah, the units, like these parts are like very much copy paste in there, so that won't be so bad. The hard part of this is laying it out, because once we do one of these, they're all the same pretty much. It's like laying everything out that's hard, and then the inside of the main building is gonna be harder too, but you know. I love that it has two pools. Okay, so are we gonna put the archery over here? And then if so, where should we do the hot tubs? I kind of don't want them in the back. I kind of want them to be more central. You think between the cabins? That's possible. It's a little bit tight, and I feel like that's kind of tucked aside. I feel like I want this part to be very much just landscaping. We decided to not do hot tubs per cabin because I actually think that's gonna work really bad. My preference is to have like 2 or 3 hot tubs that will be full all the time, instead of everybody having their own hot tub and people just using them willy-nilly. You know? So I kind of personally feel like it's better to have there be like some specific dedicated spaces for it instead of having them all be separated out, you know? Obviously the pools we have multiple of, but the pool is more like, the pool isn't really meant to be decorative, or wait, the pool is more meant to be decorative. Like the pool we have a bunch of because I like how they take up a lot of space and like look cool. The hot tubs I'm more using for the gameplay functionality of it all. Start getting some of these trees added in. Will there be a place to do archery out here? I almost don't want to give them archery on this lot. Is that bad? That's pretty bad, right? We need to have a fire pit too. That's also really important. So we need to find a spot on here that we can have hot tubs, some kind of stage area that's possibly covered, and then also a fire pit. Yeah, we thought about having the hot tub. There was discussion about possibly putting one like right here, but I wasn't sure if it looked bad like that. So you'll have to let me know what you think about that as a possibility. Let me get some more of these little end tables. I think I might have one. Scoot over two. I'm gonna put them on the sides though. One, two, 1, 2. Yeah, that helps. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, wait a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, Christine said, what if you cut out a corner of the pool for the hot tub? But I feel like it's gonna look bad like that. That's why I wasn't gonna have it touch the pool on purpose. Oh, that's really... Oh, I did that wrong. It's supposed to be like there. Yeah, I like that. But, so what we would do, I guess, then is like make that go away and have the hot tub be like that. But doesn't that look kind of... I don't know how to explain it. There's just something about that kind of... I don't know if I like how it looks up against it. I feel like it doesn't... Oh, meanwhile, chat likes it. I actually hated how that looked. I'm trying to be nice about it. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I guess you could also possibly try to have like the pool around it too, but... Oops. I don't really like... I just was holding control. Go away. I don't really... You guys, I just don't know about that. I just don't know about that. Can there be like a slight covered bit on top of... No, probably not. The other thing about the hot tubs is that people get in them from all sides. And you know how like if somebody is sitting right here, they can't get in right there because somebody's sitting there? They need like... It's actually helpful for gameplay to have an entrance around all the sides, especially when there's like 8 sims that are all trying to use the hot tub at the same time. So that's something to consider also for gameplay. Like it's probably gonna run better to have them be able to get into all the sides. It looks cool to have it be like built into something, and that's kind of one of the benefits of the in-ground hot tub is you can make it look cooler. But functionally, it might be nicer to have it not do that. Oh, we need to have like a fancy entrance right here with this. Amazing. Is that the same color? I guess we have to have the red. I don't really... Or maybe that color with the green is better. Is it bad to buy the whole pack just for the hot tub? I don't think so. I don't think so. Nothing wrong with that. I think we can have a couple more hot tubs. I think we'll be able to have some more of them. So I just gotta start laying out this area. Are we gonna have this be like all the way through? I'm actually kind of thinking no on that. One, two. Okay. This is where I'm gonna have there be like some outdoor music being played. gonna be kind of like a mini fake stage or something. It's sort of what I was going for. Oh, that's a bit large. Maybe it needs to be up to there. Oh, only problem is I want there to be a platform. Okay, maybe the whole thing is only up one tile. Because then we don't need to have any like edges around it. Doesn't really look good though. Maybe the whole thing is up no tiles and there's just a platform. And we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna make it work, chat. I'm not worried. I'm a little worried, but we're gonna make it work. It's gonna be so fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know if I like it like this. I kind of made it like super flat on purpose, but no, there's not an underwater bar in this pack. I just put the bar in the middle of the ground and lowered the foundation, basically. So there is unfortunately no underwater bar. That would be cool, but it does not exist. You think a flat roof for the stage? I don't really like how the flat roofs look. They won't really match the rest of the building, so I don't think I want to do that, but it is an idea. No, I did not build the inside yet. This is gonna take us a long time to get to, so we have not built the inside yet. Most definitely not. Okay, something like this. And we can do some cool landscaping around the edges of it. I guess there will probably be some outdoor tables over here. They could have umbrellas too. Depends what kind of color we're thinking for them. That's very much green on this. But I also think that like this canvas color could be good. Okay. And what if you just had like 3 chairs at it so that they're all facing the stage kinda? You know? I think that could be interesting. Oh, I can't use the standing piano sill picks because we don't have one in this pack. It's a fantastic idea. Unfortunately, we do not have access to one though. That's the difficulties with us only having the base game right now. I think this is a good thing though. Like, here's the thing, right? I know we're like joking about, oh, we don't have this, we don't have that, but I think it's actually really helpful when like testing out a new pack to see how it plays on its own. Can we build a resort with only the new pack? That's like a genuine important question, you know? So like, and it's simple things, like it'd be nice to have a different swatch of something or whatever, but we're like actually trying to answer that right now while we're doing this. So I think it's good that we are doing it that way. Okay, this looks really bad. These are new columns that I've got on it, yeah. We do have new columns on there. Should this go out 1 extra tile? Yeah, and then now we have like this nice limited pack build, so anybody who buys the pack would be able to download this. That's also nice to have, you know? So it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Okay. Well, some other slightly bad news is that there isn't really a half-wall trim color that I like. Yeah, I don't know. Has there been an uptick in people calling me kayak again? Maybe. I don't think so, really. What was funny is, last night, one of the sim gurus messaged me and they were like, I just watched your review video and I remember the kayak thing. And it's taken me back. Thought that was kind of funny because I don't know, you forget that, like, you don't think about like somebody who works on the sims, like, remembering that, but yeah. Those were the days. And what's wild is that was like genuinely like 7 years ago. When you put it like that, oh god, where did the time go? I mean, it didn't like start and end all at the same time, right? Like, it went on for a while, but I feel like the peak of it was like 7 years ago. Okay, I don't really like the half wall, honestly. I like the look of the wallpaper. I don't think I like the half wall. I do really like the idea of this fence, though. I think that this fence could be nice. Because this matches the flooring pretty well. Oh, there's a level of like, oh, maybe, hold on. Get rid of that. Does that break anything? No. There is a level of us just being able to enclose it all with the with the fence instead. Because it'll go all the way around. Let's see what this looks like. I guess we probably want to have this go like that then, right? And then it would go all the way around here. We'll have to open up the area a little bit so that there's like walkways. But... oh, and then we could have this thing go up to the edge where I'm able to put it up to, and then it blends it all in. No, I don't think I got a reply about the imaginary friend in Father Winter. In fact, I asked it in the general chat and nobody responded. Everybody started asking other questions and talking about other things. So, it's lost. I probably could have DM'd somebody, but I feel kind of like bad DMing somebody special to like ask a question. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just like cold message somebody about something simple like that because it's not really a big deal. We can test it in a couple days ourselves. If it was like a more serious question about Father Winter, or probably not about Father Winter, I maybe would ask it. We were trying to find out if Father Winter can gift the imaginary friends with like the present pile and stuff. But we'll be able to test that and everything, so we can get an answer. It doesn't like it matters. It's not urgent. So like I wouldn't like DM somebody today, now that it's Saturday. I don't want to bother them. Because like, worst case scenario, I don't want to feel like they have to reply, you know? Because imagine it like, oh, lilsimsie's DMing me, I probably should respond. But like, it's Saturday. You don't need to reply, so I won't DM them today. I don't want to pester them too much. Okay. You think they didn't answer me intentionally because I won't like the answer? I actually don't know. I don't know if he'll be able to gift it. And I don't know what I want. I don't know like what answer I'm hoping for, so I'm really not sure about that, honestly. It's an interesting thought though, isn't it? This slot's gonna be so expensive. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be really pricey to stay here because it like bases off the value of the lot, doesn't it? Oh, that looks so much better with the fence around the pathways. Doesn't that look good? Should we put a fence or should we put a walkway up to this too? I feel like it might be helpful if there was like a little entrance to the pool from more sides. Yeah, it looks like luxurious with the fence, almost. Okay. Put some trim on that. Very cool. I kind of want to raise it up so it's 3 tiles high. Does that look better? Yeah, I think it needs like some height to it. Yeah, it's like you aren't allowed to walk on the grass. They've covered up the grass so you don't mess with it. That is super funny. It's currently 10:48 a.m. in Florida, so I wouldn't say it's super early. It is earlier than I normally stream, but it isn't like really early. Yeah, they can get into the bar area. There's a staircase, so they can access that just fine. Okay, how are we looking when you like load in and look at it? Okay. I'm kind of feeling a bit like maybe it would have been better for me to reorient this area right here. Like maybe if the thing was like facing towards the back. It needs to be like a little bit wider, I guess, if we do that. But I kind of just feel like maybe if we organize it this way, maybe it looks nicer. Oh, well, I guess... What do you do then? We have like just pathways on either side of grass? Well, there could be like landscaping in there, in the in-between spaces. That might not be so bad. Now the stage is just a little bit wider. Oh, flip it around. Like that. Yeah, so we can put like some paths and stuff so it's blocked off. And then there's more space for me to have tables. I'm gonna have the same number of tables. It is the exact same number of tables, just like organized a little bit differently, but that's okay. And then we can do like fire pits and hot tubs on the other side. I don't need that sign anymore. Okay. The stone fence is on the stage. Yuck. Oh, I don't want you to do that. I want this all to be one piece. Yeah, I actually think that looks better. Okay. So, I was sort of thinking that I would have the fire pit like right in the middle. Oops. I kind of want it to be sunken though. There is like a full-on bonfire. This is the thing. There's like a bonfire and then there's like the campfire from the pack. I do kind of feel like the bonfire is more the vibes of this. Oh, but if we do the bonfire, I don't think it should be sunken. Oh, geez. Because it's like, there's not enough space for you to walk around it, really. You know? But the bonfire is a good size, and I think it makes sense. Maybe I should have had that. This is like gonna be up against the edge a little bit. Smaller space behind it, but isn't that better? Because then we can scoot these a little bit further forward and not have it super close to the fire. Then this is like right up against it. Oh, maybe it's better for it to be even. It needs to be symmetrical, I think. Yeah, it's better like that. I mean, these can be pretty close together, I do think so. 45 minutes since I last saved. Is that true? I don't even know if that's true, but we can save again. Okay. Bonfire, and then we were talking about putting hot tubs over here. Don't put the umbrellas, but only chairs. Well, we wanted the umbrellas on purpose because it sort of felt like to us we didn't have very many umbrellas. Like anywhere on the lot. Oh, these fit terribly. Oh no. But yeah, we were kind of like plotting ways to have an umbrella on purpose. Just, okay, what about, what if we had, like this could be extended out And there could be like a couple hot tubs on this side. It's centered with the pool and not with the area. Maybe center it with the area. This would be asymmetrical then. The deck. I don't know. It wouldn't be on both sides because I really want to have over here. Oh, that's the other thing. Over here we have a, oh, are you like placed on the wrong level? Yeah, there's a pool slide. So this being like a staircase is actually kind of bad for the slide. Yeah, I don't like it cutting into the walkway either. It needs to be like over here, and that's really close. You know, I just don't think I like it there. I know that a lot of people do, but I really don't want it to touch the pool, and I don't think I like how it looks there, so I don't know. Oops. Come back. Go in there. Why are you being like this? Okay. Could the base game hot tubs work? Well, we do have this one. I just can't. I can't do that. We could have like a deck on this back part and we could put the hot tubs on it again. And we also could possibly try to build out like a private area for hot tubs back here instead. And that could be an idea as well. We did talk about that a little bit earlier. We haven't really used this back part. The only thing about doing it back here is that it has to be like it would be off of the like dining room, which I don't know if I like super love, but it isn't a huge deal. I guess the hot tubs would be like back here where there's a really nice view though, which is kind of a win. Still no places to put archery though. Let me just shove that in there so I don't forget about it. I don't think it'll fit by the other pool. This pool is more about fitness, is kind of the vibe that I was going for with that pool. So I don't really want to like turn it into a place for leisure. You don't think they need the archery? Yeah, it's just sort of nice to have activities. That's the only reason I'm like undecided, is because I think it's nice to have more activities for you to do when you come here. Okay, so it could be something like this. Maybe put that forward. I might make this part like a little bit of a wider patio area. Maybe I could have it be like all this way. Okay, maybe that's better. Okay, should this then end right here? I guess it kind of depends how big the hot tubs are. Am I gonna put a cover on top of them? I guess the hot tubs could also be up on like one big, like there could be like a large deck back here. And they could just stay on that instead of us having it all separate. It needs to be, they have to come out of a door right here. I know, if we had spa day, like imagine if we could use the massage tables. That would be so good. Like that's exactly what this place needs, but it's okay. It's okay. Probably make you a little bit smaller even, honestly. I still stand by the fact that like we could build a separate hotel that has spa stuff. I think it's really valuable for us to test out building this, like something this big. Because I built like a bed and breakfast kind of hotel already. But that's different than building a giant resort like this, you know, because this is big and that was like only a 30 by 20 lot or 40 by 30. It was 40 by 30, that lot. I think I need to do a different tree, but I just like how this looks so much from the front. I don't really want to get rid of it. I really, really like this tree. I think that looks beautiful how it's like covering stuff up. But I don't know. Okay, attached deck. There's going to be a covered portion that will probably be like up to here, I think. And this goes like that. Yeah, that's good. Okay. You stop there. No, wrong thing. There also needs to be a fence through here so I can get my spandrels. Can you put the hot tub in a treehouse? Like, can I raise it up and have it be floating? I don't really know the answer to that question. I'm kind of feeling like the answer is probably no, because there's like an underside to it. This is what it looks like. I guess you probably could. I think that would still work if there was space around it, but I don't know if I want to do that. You know? Yeah, they could just be like 2 hot tubs right there, and there could be like some seating around it. That wouldn't be too bad. Maybe this tree needs to be sized down. You hate to admit it, but maybe it does need to be smaller. Yeah, the underside of it actually was really pretty. I thought it looked nice, the underside of that, just then. I'm pleasantly surprised. Oh, and imagine like the view. There's like a cliff down there and water. That's so nice. Well, we managed to fill up a 64 by 64 lot, that's for sure. We've done something with this. Okay, so when we do like some outdoor dining tables, I'm kind of thinking, because this is right outside of the like kitchen and the dining space, I think it would be kind of nice if we had some outdoor dining tables out here. Because you could like sit outside to eat your breakfast if you wanted to. And that's beautiful. Like, it's honestly a really, really nice vibe. I need to try and steal that same table, but have it be the right color. Yeah, like that. So we'll put one more of them over here. Maybe I'll put that under there because I can't have the door centered, so. I'm sort of thinking that I'm gonna use, oh God, I don't want the white, but the wood one has like this red, horrible. The blue, I've used this blue swatch, and if I do that, I'm gonna get blue suburban accusations. So I'm not really sure what to do. Should I put another door from inside of the kitchen? Is that weird? It's probably weird. We have the sliding doors from this pack. This is where we kind of have to start deciding what style we're gonna go for. Are we gonna use like these more modern windows? They have like the wood color with white accents. That's not too bad. So we'd what then do like, I actually think no on that. Yeah, I think it does kind of fit the build, so. And we do have white accents. There's just less of those windows, so we have to be a little bit careful about how we do it. I really like the look of these. Like, I think that's a really nice style, but the windows that come in these colors are, like these ones, are all the same colors. So, we'll see. We shall see. The modern is luxurious. Okay. Well, I like the triangle one too, but you know what I'm having a hard time with? It's like, where do you put it and what do you put around it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like it's gonna be really hard to actually use that triangle one when it comes down to it. Let's just do 2 of them. Can I have them be like kind of overlapping like that? I don't actually think that looks that bad. Oh no, only a couple of the windows are plasticky, Scotty. Like what you're talking about, like the plastic windows that are on the plastic windows that match the canvas. These ones are like plastic to match the canvas, but these are regular windows. Okay. God, I hate alt placing these. I'm a little bit frustrated by the windows in this pack, I won't lie. I just feel like they've given us a weird selection of things that are hard to mix and match again. Does the triangle one fit on the dormers? I don't think it's gonna be the same. I guess you could try to like change the height of the dormers. So you could try and put it, but the problem with that is the color of it, like do you see? She's a little weird. Doesn't quite work. It's really hard to use those triangle windows for that exact reason. They just don't really fit quite right. Are those the same height? No, because I raised that one up and not this one. Okay, cool, 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 cool. They need to, what we need to have is not like a window with triangles attached. I need like just this part. You know? I need them to be separate so I can stack them. They have to give me like this window, 1 tile, and then like this window, preferably this one and then this one separate. This needs to be 3 windows instead of 1. Otherwise it's really hard to use. It needs to be like more modular, basically, you know? Because it like only fits in really specific circumstances. And it's cool when you can make it fit, but most of the time it won't really fit right. Okay. Well, we've done 4 dormers and that's it. We have to put them on the back too and copy. Maybe I could just duplicate this back here. Yeah, I could have done that before. I should have done that before. Nice. Yeah, you have to like fit your building to the window instead of like, you know, fitting the window to your building that you've already got existing, which is what most people do. I would argue that most people like build something and then add windows instead of like deciding what you're gonna build based on the shape of the windows. Unless you have like a really specific window in mind that you want to try to use. Oh, I think that looks pretty good actually. Yeah, I don't understand. So the people are talking now in chat about how like they don't understand why they don't just separate a lot of the items. Like most people probably want to use them all separate, so why don't they just give us them separate? And I think that what the Sims team is doing is they're kind of having like an internal battle. Do you remember that jungle adventure plant that was like 3 plants all together as one? And everybody got really mad and they were like, separate it. Give me all 3 of them separate. So it's a combination of, they have like a max number of objects, sort of, that can come in a pack. There's wiggle room there, but mostly it has to do with time. They have like all these people that are working on it that have like a set amount of time to spend making the objects, and they're trying to make as much as they can in that time. So even like with my kit, we had like this amount of objects, right? And they were like, well, if there is enough time at the end, we can turn the artwork from the little Sim stack of games into posters, but only if there's enough time. Like, that wasn't one of the original objects. It was like me being like, hey, you already have the art. Do you want to make it onto a poster too? So like stuff like that happens sometimes, but like somebody spent extra time to like try and throw that together, right? So they have like a budget of time for the people working on it, but also they like when objects are like a set of clutter or like a set of things, because they're trying to like appeal to the most players possible. And not every player wants to place every single item separately. A lot of them want to have like easier decorating where it's just like, oh, remember in high school years how there's like those little sets? It's like a game controller and a baseball and like a stack of CDs and it's all one object. It's like a little effort for a large reward, because when you put that down, it looks like you've got a super cluttered table, but it's actually only one thing on it. So clumping the clutter is helpful sometimes for a lot of players, and like, would it be ideal to also have those things separate and have a clump? Probably, but they're kind of trying to balance that. And same with like gallery walls too. They're like giving you all these pieces of art. There's one in this pack even that I really love. This is amazing. I would love to have all of these paintings separate, but I understand why they clumped them, you know? So it's kind of nice to have a balance of both. But I would like to have these paintings separate so I could use them in small spaces. Because even I am kind of one of those players. I like to have things clumped, you know? But I also kind of want to have them separate so I can customize sometimes. Okay, what are we talking with the windows here? What are we thinking, chat? Is this entirely too much? I have to change the floor plan if I do that, but let me just look and see. That's not really what I was going for, though. I don't know. Yeah, I wish we had some more size of the windows. God, that would make this so much easier. I also feel like we need something else over here. Maybe it involves me putting like a small bit of roof, almost like this. Because I don't like the clutter object that looks like this. It's had the wrong colors. Maybe it involves me putting like this sort of thing on my own. And columns out in front of it. Ah, that's not too bad. Let me get some of this spandrel trim. And this can go away. It is a very, very large cabin. Yeah, these are doors. These are sliding doors, Power. These are sliding doors right there. Could also do like just a couple of them, or have there just be two that are put together. That's an option as well. I just don't like the modern windows from this pack. I feel like the options are so limited. They have the single tile ones. We could do those. We could do like 3 of them instead. I just don't like how they're so tall. I don't necessarily want them to be that tall. Or it could be like... maybe like 2 groups of 2 or something. That might look better. I wish I had an in-between. I wish that there was like something a little bit bigger than this, but a little bit smaller than that. You know? Boo. Oh, that complicates things downstairs, doesn't it? With how I did this weird little hallway. That's okay, we can make it work. Yeah, I don't super love that. But it's like, okay. I would consider putting it all the way across on the bottom level. I don't really want it all the way across on the top, but oh no, never mind. Can make it medium wall height to offset the windows. Yeah, but then it would look really bad with these. Because this is, I'm using like these canvas, like glamping tent style things. And the whole first floor has to be medium wall height then. And that looks just horrifying. And it's not really my preference to have like the second floor be taller than the first floor. I mean, you can do that, but I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to figure out what to do with it all. There will be furniture out front, which will also help. So that'll break it up. Okay, sliding door right there so that you can get out to the back. This is called a custom venue university. It's one of the new lot types from the new Adventure Awaits expansion pack. That's not too bad, doing the windows like that on the side. Okay. Yeah, basically we want to have these be like lined up with the doors down below. Ew. I don't really like how that looks. Maybe I do smaller ones on this side. We do have the square ones, but that's so small. I'm okay with doing it like that. No, it's not a hotels expansion pack. It's a getaway expansion pack. You can't like make and run a hotel in the sense that you're probably thinking. You can sort of like visit and stay at a venue that is hotel-like though. You know? Yeah, you're the guest, but you can't be the owner, is kind of the vibes. Well, I can have my bathrooms back now, because there's a lot of windows in them, but I can have them back still. Okay. Let me put some big windows back here. It's not that they don't want us to have hotels. Honestly, I don't really think that's the case. I think that more so what's happening with this pack is they're giving you more than hotels. They've tried to build something that can be used in, because when you make a hotel, it's kind of like one thing, right? But with the getaways, they've tried to make it like super customizable, so you can make a sort of bed and breakfast thing, or you could try and make like a kids summer camp, or you could try and make like a boarding school. Like they've tried to make it ultra customizable to make it actually more complex than a hotel pack. So it's different than a hotel pack, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's just different than a hotel pack, if that makes sense. Because you can do more than that. Am I playtesting it today too? What, this? I don't think that we're gonna get to a visiting this hotel point in this stream, I'm pretty sure. It would be fun if we did, but I sort of feel like that's probably not gonna happen for us in this stream. Oh my gosh, an anonymous gifter just gifted 10 subs. Thank you so much. That is extremely kind of you. I'm gonna scoot the whole thing forward a tile. I've decided. Because I want to try and have a little bit more space in the back to make the back look less bad. Okay, how far forward can I put that? Like there? Oh yeah, I don't think you were saying it in a bad way, saying universes. I just think that like, because it's coming up a lot and people are like, oh, it's not a hotel pack, like people are disappointed. But I don't think that it's like not a hotel pack in a way that is disappointing. It's just not a hotel pack. It's something else. Does that make sense? It's something else, but it's not something else in a bad way. Experiment, thank you for gifting the subs too. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. I wonder if I could try to have this be like, I don't know. I'm just trying to get like something more visually interesting down there. I feel like with the foundation, it's not gonna work though. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like businesses and hobbies in like the way that it's super customizable. Like you can kind of make whatever kind of business you want. This is kind of like that in a way. Yeah, I can't really do this without putting like a bit of floor down there. There could be a bit of floor down there. It's just only one tile wide and I've got no space to make it wider, which is making me kind of sad, but it could be done. Just so that it's like got something else in the back. Because I just kind of feel like it needs something else back there. It was boring looking. Yeah, I'm posting a YouTube video today. It's actually 2.5 hours long. It's what I'm calling a full playthrough of the expansion pack. That's like 2.5 hours fully edited and cut down from like a 10-hour recording. So, oh, I'm posting a YouTube video today. Oh, I'm posting one. It's extensive. So, it's, dare I say, it's more than even just a YouTube video in some ways. But it's like all of the gameplay that comes in the pack, so hopefully it's helpful to you. That's too small. Oh, I can have one of these here though. Yeah, that's good. I'm still feeling a little bit unsure about the tent thing on the sides. I really want to use them, but I feel like it would look better as a cabin. And I hate to admit that, because that's not what I wanted out of this, but I just feel like there's something kind of off about them. So let's just start getting some more landscaping in, and maybe once we have some more landscaping, we'll feel differently. But yeah, I really want to like the tent stuff that came in this pack, and I've this whole time I've been trying to use it in like every build that I've done. I've tried to find a way to use it, and then I just keep not liking it and changing it. No, there's no new trees. There's not any new landscaping in this pack either. I think The Sims hates giving us landscaping because they didn't do any in this one or in the last one. It was more egregious in the last one though. Yeah, the tent is interesting. The tent is interesting. I just feel like there's maybe not enough window sizes to like pull it off the way that I want to. You know? Okay, those trees are helping. It's looking like really nice actually. Classic like hexagonal glamping tents. You know, I thought about doing that, but I just wasn't sure because I really like, first of all, I like how this looks with like the front bit. And when you start making things like big like that, one of the problems that I had is that I really want to have a bathroom that's attached to them all. And like trying to fit a bathroom into this. Oh, that's also 3 tiles wide, which is doesn't fit with my layout. Oh geez. But yeah, trying to fit like all of this together, it starts really complicating things. It would be huge. And then you'd probably try to do like some kind of like almost like a triangle bathroom or something, like unless you wanted to add on maybe like go back, unless you wanted to add on maybe like a bathroom on the side. Like, I mean, it looks good. Like I was testing this out a little bit when I was playing early access, like trying to see if I could pull something like this off. And it is cool. Like, it's a cool concept. Don't get me wrong. The issue to me is more like now adding it back in with how we did not plan for that as the layout. Like, the whole layout is based around the other size of it all. And we can look at it a little bit more, but just please don't get your hopes up, because if I change it, I don't want you to yell at me, because then I'll feel really sad, okay? But this feels more like a thing we'd do a different day, and not this day, because we built everything a different way. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I just don't know. I just don't know. And then you'd have to have like some kind of like way to get up to it. And they would be like that. But then look, like my pathways are all off. I don't know. So it looks nice, but I just don't know if it's good for this. Especially because we did a layout of everything else already. Like, all the paths are all so reliant on what we had before. Back. The original is good, just cabin shaped rather than tent shaped. I actually don't agree with you, Disappointing Rogue. I think the original is also tent shaped. It's cabin shaped too, but let me show you the this was my inspo pick. So it's not like it doesn't exist. I was like literally recreating this exactly. You just can't really do like the drapery that like you would find in real life. But this is what I was trying to do. So it does exist. It does exist. As you can see. But yeah, just maybe not. It's hard to make that work in The Sims. And that's not an issue with like the build. It's an issue with, I think, The Sims. So, no bathrooms in the tent when you did glamping. Oh yeah, well that definitely wouldn't happen probably in real life. But I just don't think that I don't know how to emphasize this enough. There is absolutely no shot that I am going on vacation to a place where I don't have my own bathroom. So my Sims are gonna follow that philosophy. You think a different texture roof? Well, this roof is like it's like the same canvas as the walls, Hope. I know it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but it's the same. Like, it's supposed to match. That's what I was trying to pull off. But I don't know. If we really hate it, I could just go back and I could start making them look like a cabin instead. Like, I know that it's sort of it's controversial, the glamping. So I also really dislike the windows. That's the other problem that I have with them. So no, you like the tents. Okay, see, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here. It's polarizing, this tent thing. I think that like there is also a big part of me that is very interested in trying to use it because it is new. And like I think that it's worth us giving it a fair shot, you know? Maybe put you over and do it like this. Okay. Is that the same place as the ones over here? No. Okay, that's good. Is that where I had it? Oh, I had it like way off lot, huh? Kind of like over there. Oh, all the trees have made a huge difference. It looks way more like natural now. I think that we need to have another one that's like on this side somehow though. Yeah, kind of leaning over this. Oh yeah, this is the lot where we're gonna have Rot live. This 64 by 64 lot, when I do my Very Veggie house for the next gen, it's gonna be on this lot. So that's kind of funny actually to think about. Okay. The Rot lot. Yeah, there's plenty of space for all of our horses, which will be nice. God, I don't really know how I want to do the landscaping. I think I want it to be like, maybe we need to break out the debug. Show live edit objects. Okay. You think Rot would enjoy being a camp counselor? Yeah, I could actually kind of see that too. Oh, there are so many nice little debug fences as well. I'm not gonna put them around this one, but they exist and they're pretty. I do like this thing. This thing kind of has the right colors also, if we were interested in trying to put this somewhere. Ooh. You know, I wonder about having that up top, like on the front. I wonder if that looks good. It gets some greenery, it breaks up the whole place. It's a nice color. Yeah, I think that adds to it. Okay. They probably wouldn't want to be on these other bits though, would they? Oh, I wonder if I could use it in here. I'd have to like get rid of the foundation so I could pull that off. Or possibly we put it in there and then we have this part like be on the foundation. We just delete the wall. Oh, hold on. Let me like shrink it. No, having Rot live here is not sarcasm. That's real. Not live here. Like Rot's not gonna live on a hotel, but Rot's gonna live on this lot. I'm gonna build Rot a house on this lot. Does that make sense? Like she's gonna have like a custom ranch thing at this part of this world. I would not have Rot live on a hotel. That would be really weird. I wouldn't do that. Rot is the carrot gen. Rot was kind of the vibe that I was going for. Okay, so I've lost my thing. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Thought you meant a rotting veggie. Well, I mean, that's kind of what yeah, that's what it implies, but here it is. That's not, it's only part of why her name is that. Okay, I guess we're gonna have like a bunch of outdoor seating over here. I wonder if I could put these together in the middle and have it look kind of like a, I don't know, we could do seating around the outside of it. I'm kind of struggling with this, honestly. I don't really know what I want. Should I give each of these things some of their own flowers in these boxes too? Size down's kind of nice. I could see that. And we need to like do something to break up the tent, so. Maybe a barbecue spot? Yeah, I feel like we need to have a place with a grill. I was thinking that too. Because right now there aren't any grills anywhere. But I would probably just have like some seating. Yeah, the windows on these, because these are like tents, so the windows on these are plastic, yes. Because it's a tent. Where do I put the light? I guess it being high up isn't bad. Like how the tents look up close. Yeah, the tents definitely look better up close. From afar, the tents look a little bit strange. I wonder if they need to have columns on the edges. Or, well, that doesn't even look good. This is very difficult. Can you have different getaways on the same venue in different times? Yeah. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to change getaway venues. Well, actually, no, you don't need to change the getaway, like, so basically, let me try and explain this again. So when you host a getaway, you can host a getaway anywhere. You could host it at your house, you could host it at Nancy Landgrab's house, you could host it at a bar, you could host it at a custom venue like this. You could host a getaway anywhere. Doesn't have to be at a custom venue, you can host a getaway anywhere. A getaway is like a vacation with a schedule. It's like an itinerary that happens specifically every single day. I missed one of the plant boxes by a 10. Oh, I missed the first one. The custom venue is a lot type that is sort of like designed for you to be able to do getaways at, but you don't have to. You could just come here if you wanted, like during the day, and then leave. You don't need to take part in like the schedule of it all. The schedule is on the custom venue because it like impacts the other sims that are on the lot. So if you've like set up the schedule of a custom venue to have a chef that cooks lunch at lunchtime, the chef will cook lunch at lunchtime, and the other people that are there that are on the getaway, it's kind of like if in real life you booked a dinner reservation at a hotel. There are people who are staying at the hotel. You're not. You just went there for dinner and then left. But the people that are staying at the hotel will all probably go to sleep around the same time. Maybe they'll like take an exercise class in the morning at the same time. That the schedule on the custom venues is like that. It sets up like what everybody else is doing. You don't have to participate in that. You can just show up, or you could host a getaway at the custom venue and like have a whole schedule. Does that make sense? I'm kind of having a hard time trying to explain this because I feel like there's a lot of like moving parts with this. But the other tent next to the hotel is connected to the food place. Well, this one has it. Can you host at Nancy's if she's not invited? I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can. You can host a getaway anywhere. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see it than explain it. I posted a video, like a review video yesterday. You can skip, it's probably like, I would say it's probably like somewhere around halfway through the video yesterday where I started explaining it. You can like try to skip ahead to that point in my video from yesterday. You can also skip until you start seeing like the schedule UI in the video, and then watch it that way. It might make more sense. So I'm not trying to like direct traffic away and like ignore your questions. I'm just saying like it's kind of confusing, so it might help you to see it, and I can show you that all at once. I don't want to like break away from doing the build too much though, because I want to try and finish the build. So no, you don't have to host. You can attend. It's actually sort of more intended for you to attend than host, but you can host. When you set it up, you like, I'll show you this one more time. It's so hard to explain this because everybody asks questions nonstop all day, every day. But when you're setting this up, you can make any custom role that you want. Literally any custom role. You can change the name of it and set up everything that happens with it. There's no like set roles. You can choose from like, these are kind of like suggested roles that you can pick from, but you can do any role that you want. You could make yourself be any of these things. You could be the bartender if you wanted to. You could be a guest if you wanted to. You can be any part of this if you want to. Even if you're doing it off your lot. So like you could be the camp counselor or the camper at the kids' camp. You know? I think I want to put a lot of windows on the tents. I think that they kind of need that. Okay. Pretty. I feel like in real life it probably would be like one big wall of plastic windows. So I think that makes sense. It helps. It's making it look more like a 10. And you can see directly into your neighbors. Perfect. Can you create a photographer role? Well, you can create any role. It's it's just an empty text box for you to label it, and you can have them do anything. You could have a clown photographer role. You could have a hot dog chef role. I mean, like you can do whatever you want. Like it's so customizable because you pick like their criteria, like their age, their outfits, their skill level. You know, you can do all that. You can pick their activity separate. Like you can literally do whatever you want, and then you can label it whatever you want. So, did I camp a lot when younger? No, I actually camped not at all when I was younger. I was in Girl Scouts as a kid, so I went to like Girl Scout. My Girl Scout troop did a little bit of camping, I guess, when I was little. But in general, no, I didn't really do camping. My parents used to be really into camping when they first got married, because they like wanted to travel and you know, no one has any money, so they would just like, they had like my grandpa's old tent they'd throw in the back of the car, and then they would just drive somewhere. Like, my parents did a lot of camping, but we didn't camp much when I was young, probably because they were over it by then. I would be. I gotta be honest, I'm so not interested in camping in Florida. Like, maybe in the winter it'd be nice. But that's not for me. I like to be inside. I like to be inside. Yeah, I bet it's also really hard to camp with kids when you're young, yeah. I don't remember when we did camping as a Girl Scout. I know I probably went camping like 4 or 5 times with my Girl Scout troop. I didn't like it any of the times. So... yeah, like that. Oh, it being windows everywhere is pretty nice. You went camping in Ocala once and a Florida panther stole your dinner? That's like what happens to me on the couch, except the Florida panther is actually like a little black cat that kind of looks like a panther. Wow, that's wild though. I don't think I've ever actually seen a panther in real life, like in the wild. My goodness. Florida wildlife is kind of fun, isn't it? You couldn't pay you to camp in Florida. I don't blame you. There are places that you could camp that, I don't know, you could like do like cabin vibes maybe instead. Maybe that's better for you. Oh, this is the best one. Look at the view they have. Are you kidding? That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Okay. Glamping is so fun. I should try. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I've never been glamping. This is unrelated to me going glamping personally, but I was in New York on Monday and Tuesday of this week because I went to see Chapel Roan in New York City, and I stayed with my friend Hope, who lives in Brooklyn. And while we were there, we went on a architectural tour, like a boat tour around Manhattan. But like the boat went all the way around Manhattan. It took like 3 hours. It was actually really cool. Something I did not know is that there is like on one of the islands up there, we went past it, there's like a glamping place and you can like glamp with a view of the city, and it's like super expensive obviously, but we went past it and I had never heard of that or seen that, but thought that was interesting that it existed. So I mean, it's probably a really nice view. It did kind of make me think though, like if you are in New York City, you have literally like the world at your fingertips of like different places to stay and stuff. Why would you want to go glamping in New York? like I don't know, the appeal doesn't really like, glamping in the city doesn't really like appeal to me, I guess. But I don't know. And like maybe it's for, like, obviously like it's a tourist thing, but like even as a tour, I don't know, I just wouldn't, I don't know. It's not really for me, I guess. Okay, I think that the windows made the tents look better, right? But yeah, like if I feel like people that live there would want to leave the city if they're gonna go camping, and then if you don't live there, like if you're, I don't know, I feel like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think your trip to New York City and your trip camping are two different trips. You know? Like, these are two separate vacations. But I guess there's a market for it because they exist, but okay. Adventure awaits. Let's start getting some of this stuff. I think I'm gonna use a bunch of the debug landscaping everywhere. Oh, we also have these really cute little potted plants and stuff that we can put around. So I'll have to come back for those in a minute. Ah, these bushes are good too. Okay. I guess I kind of want to like replicate what they've got going on with this, don't I? So maybe I should try to... There's grass. That doesn't want to go close to the building, so that's really cool. I have this thing. Oh, you know what though? This lets me scoot it pretty close to the building. That's good. That is actually really good. Because you can put it like kind of under it. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, and then we'll just try and replicate this sort of vibe with the plants and flowers and stuff. Oh, I feel better already. I was kind of nervous about the landscaping of this lot, but I feel like now we've got a vision for it, so. Oh, that's so fun. I've never really been to that many national parks or anything. I would love to do that. I would really like to go on a road trip and be able to visit some places like that. We didn't really do a lot of like we didn't really go on trips when I was a kid. It was like the trips that we went on were to stay at my grandparents' house, and that's like a big trip in itself. We could drive all the way to Chicago. So like driving from Florida to Chicago every year for Christmas is like a event. And like, you know, that was kind of like the extent of the travel that I did when I was young, and even that's a lot compared to most people, but yeah, it was like not really a, I don't know, like see a new place kind of vacation. It was like see your family vacation. Yeah, flying is way too expensive. So it was exclusively a road trip situation, and we would bring the dog too, because like having someone watch the dog is too expensive. So we'd all be like piled into the car. I enjoyed those at the time, those road trips. I actually kind of liked them as a kid, and then I got into about high school time, and being in that car for that long was so unbearable to me. Because it would take us like 2 full days to do it. I mean, it's like 16 or 17 hours the drive, but you're not gonna do that all in one go. You've got like kids and a dog, so you're stopping constantly, you know? So yeah, it was it was a journey. Okay. Yeah, I'd like sit there and I'd play my DS and stuff. So I didn't mind too much when I was little. Yeah, and I was the oldest sibling, right? I always tell this story, so I'm sorry to like say it again, but I was the oldest. So for a long time there, my siblings were in car seats and I was not. Because I'm like 6 years older than my sister. So they would be, we'd be all 3 in the back, car seat, either side. I'm in the middle seat. The kids are like screaming, slapping each other, and I'm in the crossfire. For like 17 out, more than that even. Let's call it like 20 hours straight, probably. It was horrible. Yeah, so that part, I don't have fond memories of. I won't lie. I don't look back on that fondly, really. You had to separate yours too. Yeah, and like they would put me there on purpose. I mean, obviously I kind of had to be, but then even once they weren't really needing to be like in those seats anymore, I still had to be in the middle seat because I had to like be the divide. Because they're like only a year apart, my two siblings. So, I don't know, the vibes are just different, I guess. But I wasn't hitting them, but they were hitting each other and hitting me, you know? Yeah. So... Oh, I think that the bushes have made such a difference, doesn't it? The flights would have been hilarious in hindsight. Oh my god, the flights would have been a nightmare. At least it would have been like shorter, but oh, we would have been like a nuisance to others, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The other people on that flight don't deserve that. Okay, that's like the closest I can get it, I guess. You were an only child who had the whole backseat to yourself. You loved road trips. You don't even know how good you had it. No, there are definitely pros and cons to having siblings and stuff, obviously, like depending on the situation, but road trip is definitely, that's an only child pro. You win that one for sure. Okay. More right, like right here. You're the youngest, so you'd be in the far back of the minivan. You would get car sick every time. You know what? When we had the opportunity to have like a third row of seats, I would always go back there to avoid them. We wouldn't shove the youngest back there. Like my sister wouldn't have to do it. It's interesting how the dynamic is different in different families with like the oldest youngest thing. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we can't really get too much of this with the bushes like in this middle part. So I don't really know what to do there because it's so small and skinny. You like sitting in the third row? Yeah, because when you're in the third row, then you're away from them. You kind of have like your own space a little bit. But like it is worse in a lot of ways because like the AC doesn't reach back there really. You have to like climb over people and stuff. But I typically preferred doing that. Like I would opt into that. Okay, let's do one more of these like right here. Okay. Oh, nope, there needs to be more over here too. Oh my god, it never ends. It's everywhere. Yeah, there's not really anything in the front of this part, so it kind of needs some. Me and Dan actually met on Twitch, Yari. I know. Sounds kind of wild. But like basically we had a lot of mutual friends on the internet, mutual internet friends, so kind of knew all the same people. Okay, that is about as close as I can get it right there. I'm gonna put things on top of that, but I think it's nice to have something that fills it in a little. So. Okay. More bushes. What's next? We do have some of these. There are some of these. Oh, actually, there's not any in this area. Oh, no, there's some over there. Okay. Do you want to put some of these too? Some of these trees in? These might be kind of cool. I don't know. It fills in nicely. I do sort of like that. Yeah, scoot you like over there. Oops. Maybe size that one down too. Oh, it already was sized down? Oh my. Oh yeah, wow, it's really big by default. That's neat. Maybe another one could be like sized down up here in the front. I feel like I need one more in the middle somewhere, you know? Maybe it could go like right here. We don't really have anything in this middle bit. Maybe one more over here too. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like the yellow leaves too. I think it like adds some more color variation to it all. Then we have some of these little guys. If I wanted to put some of these like around on all of this that I've added. Kind of want to like raise it up though, don't you? The last time I saved, oh, probably a long time ago. Yeah, chat, we're definitely not gonna finish this build today. I'm gonna stream it this time again tomorrow too. I'll still be live for a little bit longer, but it's just such a big lot. But I'll be live at this time again tomorrow, so we'll keep working on it tomorrow morning. Try and finish it. Do a lot of furnishing tomorrow, I guess. It's always like the big thing when you're doing like a build like this, the big part of it is always trying to do the layout. Like me trying to space out where everything was gonna go and like how we were gonna organize the lot. That always takes the longest out of everything. We do have some of those like rocks too, if we wanted to try and put some of them. Maybe I'll do that next, actually, first. It was like these kind of mossy ones, right? Maybe those could look nice in between some areas where there isn't much else going on. Yeah, like in there, kinda. Does that look good? Maybe like over here too, in the in-between. Oh. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Those are like a different kind of mossy rock. That is a different kind of mossy rock too. Why do they all come in different colors? That's okay. They're not really next to each other, so. No, you don't need to have hidden objects on to download stuff that has debug. You just need hidden objects to see the debug stuff when you're like building. But you can download things with debug without turning any cheats on. Still works fine. Okay. Yeah, one more of these mossy ones in the middle of this I think would really help too. That's cool. Are the trees only debug? These ones are only debug, yeah. They do not like to give us landscaping. Seriously, like it's so rare that we get landscaping that isn't debug. There are a couple things of landscaping that aren't debug that are in this pack, and wait until you see them. I'll show you in a second. Don't get your hopes up, basically. There are just a couple, and they're these like floral topiaries. I mean, they're pretty cool, but they're very specific, so. They made these because you can put, they're like in the environment and you can release butterflies into them. I'm gonna be live at this time tomorrow, Storm, and also again in the afternoon. I'm gonna stream twice tomorrow. So I'll be here tomorrow. But I'll stream at like 9 a.m. Eastern time, and then I'll stream again after that. Okay, let's get some of these like grassy bits in here too. Cute. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Cute. Cute. Oh, this is gonna take us forever. That's okay. No, I won't be live again later today. I have plans with my parents today that I feel like I can't really ditch out on. This sounds bad, but like I would play Sims all day. But yeah, I go see my parents today, so. Unfortunately, that grass was flying. Yeah, it like, it can float when you put it too close to the foundation. It'll like raise up. That's why I did that. Okay. You're going to your dad's for dinner today, so that works for your schedule? Oh, that's perfect then. There you go. And I'm also posting a 2.5 hour long YouTube video today. So when you think about it, it's like I did stream again in some ways. That video just went up, or it will go up in the next like 30 seconds. I'm posting it at noon, so. There you go. Plenty of content. Yeah, this is good. More of these little guys just around. And then some more in the front section too. Oh my god. It's never ending. You're ordering pizza for dinner? Pizza Saturday, Tilly, as you should. There you go. What are you gonna get on your pizza? What's the plan? I had pizza last night. I put green olives on it, but we made it, so. You were not cooking, so you had pizza for dinner last night. There you go. You deserve that, Christine. You deserve to not cook yesterday. I'm glad. Okay. Do you think that we should try some of these little flowers, or do they look weird? Oh, you know what? When raised up, it might be okay. I think that looks pretty. All right. We'll fill those in some of these empty spaces. I think after I finish the landscaping, which it shouldn't take me too much more time. I think we're almost there. But I think after I do the landscaping, I'm gonna start decorating the inside of the hotel rooms. I'm excited about that, so. Yeah, put another one of those like right there, probably. Oh, you know what else I didn't put everywhere are these. I've got even more of these that I need to add in too. Oh my god, it's like so... To landscape a 64 by 64 lot is always such a process. Maybe I'll start this first. There's some over there already. Okay. Up higher. Maybe another one of those right there too. Once you landscaped a 50 by 50 lot and then your game crashed. Okay. You make an interesting point. I'm just gonna save. No, that would have been it for me. I would have had to stop playing for the day. I may have had to quit the build, that build completely. Cause like, I just don't know, how can you go back to that, you know? After you've done all of that. I probably wouldn't like quit it completely, but I think I would quit it for a bit. I'd have to like revisit that another day. That's a future Simsie issue if that happened to me. Although actually, if that happened to me right now, today, I wouldn't quit this build. I really want to do this build, so I probably wouldn't quit it. So maybe I'm just a liar. I'm enjoying doing this, and also I'm really interested in testing it out, so. I guess I'd just deal. Where did that little thing go? These go in here too. Okay, that looks nice. Your game crashed in May and you didn't open The Sims again until the end of July to do the nature event. That's justified. Maybe I should have put some more of these, but like sized up, honestly. Because I think they look good like that. I don't want to put them everywhere, but maybe in a couple places. There could be like 3 of them sized up, possibly. 3 or 4 of them sized up, maybe, actually. Okay. Back. No, I don't use any mods for furniture. If you're seeing things right now in my game that you've never seen before, that's because I have early access to the new Adventure Awaits expansion pack. So the things that you're seeing right now are all from Adventure Awaits. I do not have any other packs installed either, so it's only Adventure Awaits. Okay. One of those again too? Sure. Sure, why not? What about this green stuff again for there? Me calling it this green stuff as though the entire thing isn't just green stuff. Why did I say that? Okay. Maybe I'll size one of those up again because it looks pretty good in big spaces sized up, I think. The new event has started already, right? I'm pretty sure the new event started like on the Tuesday? It started on Tuesday? 23rd. So the new event is on. Yeah, Tuesday. Ooh, I can put that really big. That's good. I like that. Oh my god, it's everywhere. Everywhere I look, I think I'm done landscaping one of the sides, and then there's more. Seriously, like, it is everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get this part yet either. I guess I did like the outside edge and not the inside part. Oh my gosh. Yep, I didn't get in this part either. It's coming along though. You guys make a new save for events? Yeah, I have the same philosophy. I think it's kind of fun to like, cause the event itself is actually not really that interesting. Like the event is kind of simple and like it happens quick. And so what I've been having fun doing with the past couple of events is like really putting effort into like making a sim and making a house and like having that be part of the whole thing to me. Like I sort of like really try to make it feel special and like make it feel like it's taking me longer to play it because I did the build and stuff for it too. So I've really been trying to do more with the events to make myself like them better. The Grim Reaper one I liked. There was a lot of work for the Grim Reaper one, I thought, but more recently they haven't really been too difficult, so Oh, really, Christine? I didn't know that. There's a task where you have to place a stuffed animal by a toy box, but if you use move objects, the task won't complete. Yeah, I guess they've never really had us do a task where you have to like place something near something else, so that's interesting. That it is a little weird. Okay, these parts are all done. Maybe I'll put one more of those right there. We'll get you something right here too. Okay, I think that like the outside edge is all pretty landscaped, although maybe I'll get another one of these guys over here because I didn't really have anything over here. So I think that the outside edge is all landscaped. The only thing that I haven't landscaped yet is like this area around this inside bit, but I think that we can do that just by getting some bushes kind of more like this. I don't think I'm gonna use this thing because this thing is kind of large. I mean, I guess you probably could have some of it, but it's like hard to put together in there, you know? So I might just do it with none of it. And we'll do it all with regular bushes instead. We can kind of spread them out around. I think once there's some terrain paint, it'll help blend it all together better anyway. Ew. Something like that. Yeah, we could possibly get some rocks too. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, some of those rocks absolutely cannot be used. Like, absolutely no shot. They are very large. Are all the mossy ones really big like that? Oh my god! I think so. They're really large. Okay, well, that's fine. Maybe I do one more of these little trees. Kind of like the idea of it being behind the stage. Oh, except it can't be, because it, okay. We can put some plants on the stage too. We could do like some of these things on the stage. That might look nice. Okay. What else? Scrolled past it. Yeah, I wish there were some smaller versions of them. I mean, at the end of the day, what I wish they had done was given me actual landscaping and actual rocks inside of build mode. If we're being completely honest here, that would have been my preference. I don't really understand why they aren't doing that anymore. It's like they've decided that the landscaping we have is good enough, so they're just like, well, you're fine, you don't need more. But I'm not fine, I do need more, actually. You're tempted to size up the big rock just to see how big it gets. It probably gets huge. That's kind of a fun idea, actually, for like a thing to try. Okay, so the first thing Christine's doing when she gets the pack is she's gonna size up a big rock. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Okay, I think I need to get a couple more. Well, you know what else we have are these little palm trees. If we wanted to use a couple of these just around this bit, because there isn't really... I don't have them anywhere else, though. We could do a couple of them. Those are out and about in the environment, too. Well, I guess we could use a few of those elsewhere. This is like the final boss of blending into the environment, is getting a few more of these trees. Maybe not in the front. Yeah, because there's some out there, you know. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of this, I was a little nervous. Like when we first started working on it, I was like, oh, this is gonna be maybe a little bit weird. But now that we've sort of like got stuff together, I don't think it looks weird at all. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, let's start working on decorating these then on the insides. So if you're just tuning in, we have basically like, there's 8 different like glamping tents, right? We have a big pool for lounging. There's a pool for fitness. There's gonna be a gym and like a kitchen and a dining space. There's some employee rooms upstairs, and mostly there's gonna be like loads of outdoor activities and like things to do. I wanna start decorating the glamping tents now. Are we gonna test the lot? Probably tomorrow once we finish it. I think it'd be fun also to have my Sims, like we're playing with that household from yesterday. It could be fun to have them come here on vacation or something. Oh, we could put butterflies. I'm gonna do all of the VFX at the end. Let's not do that straight away. So, color scheme wise, what are the vibes here? Not to make it like brown, but I kind of like the wood and the brown of it all. I think that looks kind of pretty. Well, Pixie, I think I'm gonna put double beds in almost all of the tents. I mean, it's possible I might do a couple single beds in like one of them, but with the number of Sims that we have staying at the getaway, there really only needs to be double beds. It's kind of like supposed to be like an adults only fancy retreat too. Should we have one of these inside of the tent? Is that weird? I don't think that's weird. I think that's fine. Would there be curtains inside of the tent? I guess we can do like the rolled up canvas ones. I think that's what these are meant to be for. Oh man, they clip weird. How much do we hate that? You can't really tell that it's clipping that much. That's sort of what it would look like, huh? Oh, now I'm thinking like, what if we had those outside? Does that help it look more like a tent? Could we do it outside and inside? You wouldn't want them to be only on the outside, because that would be really bad in real life if like people could just roll up your windows and see inside of your tent. But I think that actually gives it more of a tent vibe. I'm not gonna lie, I was starting to get worried about this, so that's good. Okay. We can have like proper wood furniture in here too, I think. Doesn't need to be only tent stuff. Yeah, it's like a quality tent, so they've got them on the inside and the outside. So you can have like, you know, really thick coverage. And maybe in real life, because it's like a full-on glamping experience, in real life, maybe the employees, they come and they roll up the windows outside for you, and then you're in charge of the ones inside. Oh, but then you probably don't want them to roll up the ones outside for you, because then you get stuck in there. And you can't open them on your own. Let's not dwell on this. Let's not think too much about specifics of this. Let's just accept it for what it is. Does this not come in the same wood colors? That's like super gray, but I guess that's probably the right color. Maybe they're remote controlled. Okay. Fire inside of the tent. Thoughts on that? What? How are we feeling? Feels dangerous, but kind of looks good, so... Yeah, I love how this fireplace looks. I think it's really nice. I think they did a really good job with that fireplace. What about we just do like... I don't really like the wood tone of these, but... These are the ones that come in the pack. But they're very like... folding table-esque, which is not a bad thing. Just can't tell if it's good for inside of the glamping tent. Would there be shelves in here? Shelves on the wall of the tent. I'm not really sure like how far we're leaning into this, you know? Fireplaces inside tent are a thing. Okay, confirmed by somebody in chat. It's fine and realistic. Yeah, we have a bathroom, so I guess shelves are fine because there's a bathroom in this building, so it's like acceptable. We could put a mirror. That could be nice. Okay. There are these really lovely little lamps. I like those a lot. Aren't there other bedside tables? No, not really. There's this one, and this is not a bedside table. This is actually a appliance cart. You can put like a microwave on it. If you wanted to. It's made for the blender, but it's like counter height and lets you slot appliances to it. Less of a tent, more of a cabin with canvas wallpaper to give it a tent vibe. See, that's kind of what I feel like the people are doing. I think I agree with you on that. I think that's what the like owners of the building were trying to achieve. I kind of wanted to have like the green, but I don't like that chair, so the wood color, I mean, I don't like. This one has green. Is that giving luxury to you? I don't know. We can have like this really nice little lamp. I do like this thing. Oh, the green is beautiful. Maybe like, where does the chair go? I feel like in real life they would kind of just like plop a chair down somewhere probably. You can put fireplaces inside of canvas tents specifically. Oh, there you go. That answers that question. They should have a ceiling fan. Yeah, the build stuff from this pack is really not like giving luxury. Like, this isn't like a luxurious build mode. So it does complicate it for us when we're trying to do the build. Well, maybe you could be over there. That could be okay. We can sort of center this thing. The lamp has canoe paddles, but claims they're kayak paddles. Does it say that? Oh, do you love to kayak? Uh-oh. I don't think that the Sims team knows the difference between canoeing and kayaking, and also they don't know, like, there was drama yesterday because we discovered that the kayaks, the Sims are like holding the paddles upside down. And I don't think they're doing that on purpose. Like, I think that was a mistake from the Sims team. So, I'm not sure that they really knew what they were making when they did that, basically. Okay, we can have like gold accents on that. We need to get possibly like double sinks in here. And preferably ones that have gold on them. One of the things that I'm really annoyed by with this is that the sinks, they don't match the rest of the build set. Like, it's sort of like two separate build sets, I would say. It's like this style and then this style, and the things don't match across them. But I don't really understand why they would do that across a bathroom. Like, shouldn't all of the bathroom stuff match itself? But it doesn't. So, yeah, you would think. You would think. But alas, this thing only has gold. I mean, there's like this one, but it's a different wood color that has like a different shade of silver. So it kind of depends what your preference is. I feel like the wood matching is better than the gold stuff matching. No, the sink's not base game. That sink is from the pack. Okay, I gotta get a couple more of these canvas curtains inside of the bathroom. It's your worst nightmare, no door to the bathroom. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I think it's because this shower is supposed to be an outdoor shower. Like you can use it outside, so I think that's part of it. But just because it's that doesn't mean that it shouldn't match the other bathroom stuff. Oh, we can put the canvas thing over the archway. Oh yeah, so you can roll it up and close the bathroom door. Okay, that's good. No, there's not toilets in this pack. I personally, I hear you that some people in chat are frustrated by that. Personally, I don't really mind that they have not really been making toilets lately, because if you're only gonna make a couple of items for a pack, like, I think that most of the toilets kind of match well enough. You know, like, toilets are less of an issue to me than like the showers and the sink styles. And like, a toilet is kind of just a toilet at the end of the day. It's not high on my list. If I had to like choose one thing that this pack was missing, I would never pick the toilet, you know? So that's sort of my feelings about it. I can see why you might feel differently, like I get it, but I don't really mind the lack of toilet, personally. Oh, I love the bear. That's so cute. Do you think I could use that again in here? Do you think if there was 2 rugs, it would be okay? Oh, we could do this version. So there's like, in total, 3 different rugs. Do you think that looks all right in here? I think that's all right. What else do we have in Adventure Awaits? There's like... we could use these guys somewhere, like, as a decoration. There's not a lot of wall space, though, is there? Because it's covered in windows. Is that a rat canoeing? Oh, it's actually a bear, but if it were a rat, that'd be more fun, wouldn't it? You make an excellent point, Hope. We should ask them to make a rat version. Outdoorsy equipment storage. Clock. Yeah, I guess those things won't really work in here. We could have like some little outdoorsy chairs on the porch. Kind of been using this color scheme recently, so we could do those a little bit. And I could have like a little, we could take this table and size it down in between them. We can kind of do like slightly different things on most of the porches. And that could be kind of nice too. Okay, well that's not gonna go to the right height, is it? Can you tell once it's all the same color? I mean, yeah. You can. We could do a chest set on some of them. That could be kind of nice. Let me see. Does this slot to the middle of it? Yeah, of course it does. Perfect. Oh, and size down, it's the exact right height. Thank you so much, game. Scoot it back just a smidge. Beautiful. No, the lights do slot. This is size down. This is the default height. They don't slot when it's sized down. The default size of it's pretty big. That's just how all the tables are, though. If you size them down, things won't slot properly. Okay. I don't really think that there's anything else I would change about this. You think it looks like it's getting fumigated? What, my tent? I mean, yeah, I suppose I can see that. The thing is, I really, really, really want to be able to use the tent stuff from the pack. Like, I'm really interested in being able to try and use them. I also personally am not really like the biggest fan of the tent stuff. I've done a lot of builds with the pack so far. I have not used the tent stuff yet until literally just now. So, I've tried as well, but it's the fumigation core, I guess. Lovely. Can't think of anything better. You can't wait to use it? That's good. I'm glad that you like it and that you're excited about it. Okay, I'm gonna do something kind of wild. I'm gonna actually just copy this. Okay. Perfect. We have to do it a little bit differently. Wait, which one is it? It's like the thing at the bottom. Okay. So it's this one and this one. And then we will copy you here and you here. The canvas rolls aren't functional. They're like curtains, the canvas rolls. So they function just like curtains do, basically. Only one window there still. Oh, wrong way. I was like, where did it go? Okay. That's 4 of them done. Now we gotta do the rest. I wonder if we could do like the same thing, but in a slightly different swatch with the bed inside of the other ones, so they kind of like alternate colors. Because that could be kind of a fun way to split it up. Oh, you noticed the watermark and now you can't unnotice? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. It is especially bothersome, I think, when it's sped up, like on speed build footage. Ooh. So I like sincerely apologize. Obviously I can't do anything about it. It's just on the game, but yeah, I sincerely apologize. I know it is annoying. Okay, what color? I don't really like the red. I do kind of like this green, the light green, but I'm not sure if that's too pastel. That's my favorite swatch, I would say. But I don't know. It's an adult-only hotel, KK, so there are no kids that will be visiting here. We made it adult-only on purpose. We could do a hotel eventually that's not adult-only, but this one is adult-only. You think red? There is like this nice reddish swatch that we could do instead. I don't know. We could like really embrace like the fish thing instead too. Oh, I see the watermark too. The watermark is on the game. It's not like I didn't put that there. It's on the game. So trust me, it annoys me too. It always happens. I'll be like trying to read a notification and the watermark will be like right on top of it. But yeah, I see it as well. It's not just you that's seeing it. Great Wolf Lodge in The Sims. No, I literally have built that before. I didn't like outright set out to build Great Wolf Lodge, but I basically did build Great Wolf Lodge once. I made this like ski, I was calling it a ski resort, like a ski lodge, but I did build that once too. There's definitely, it's on my YouTube channel if you wanted to go back and try and watch the video, but I have built that. It took me like weeks, maybe like 2 weeks to build it in The Sims, so. Oh, you can use the playground equipment on any lot. It doesn't have to be on a playground lot. You could put the playground equipment anywhere. You could put it in your backyard if you wanted it to be in your backyard. You could put the playground stuff on a park. You can use the playground stuff kind of wherever you want. It's pretty versatile. Oh, Sims 3 build mode. Yeah, this is what I want. Let me go to the Sims 3 original soundtrack. Let me start it with this. Oh, that's beautiful. I feel great right now. I always play Sims 2. Switch it up. The playground slides and the water slide aren't interchangeable. So you can't put the playground slides on the pool. You could do like a fake one and like pretend that it's a water slide, but it won't be functional. The playground slide and the water slide are different. I know. Okay, and a shower. Okay. The Sims 3 soundtrack's the same as the Sims Free Play soundtrack. I actually didn't know that. Me never playing Sims Free Play. I don't even know. Okay, I think we can stick to the bear for the bathrooms though, right? Oh, I think that looks really cute with the green and the red separate. I like how they have kind of like a different theme. Can I get a fish? Maybe there could be a fish above the bed. Oh, it's kind of high up though. Maybe there could be a fish above the door. I have to go back and add it everywhere. What do you think? Is that too far? They have like a salmon thing in here, and then they could have the bass in this one because it's more of a green color. You think it's perfect? Okay. Let me go put the bass everywhere quick. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of wall space for decor, so. Okay, let me delete those things because I'm gonna replace them. The fish from the pack is a jellyfish. I don't really feel like it has the right vibes for what I'm trying to do. You know? Yeah, this is the 64 by 64 lot that we're playing on right now, yeah. Oops, wrong thing. I need this bathroom. Oh, I guess free play is old. So that makes sense that it's the Sims 3 stuff. Yeah, that makes sense because the free play's been around for a long time. So they would have just, it's sort of like how Sims Mobile is a lot of Sims 4 stuff. Free play is a lot of Sims 3 stuff. Oh, these are duplicated. Oh, not you, because you were the original. So you won't be either. And neither will you. Oh, why are some of them? That one's duplicated. That one's not. That one is. That one's not. Okay. Well, it's looking a lot more furnished now. At first, I feel like it felt like, I don't know. I was getting nervous. But now I feel a lot better. I can like see everything. Let me start trying to rearrange this. We need to get some lights on this part too. Like outdoor lights will be helpful. does that look at nighttime? Oh yeah, it's lit up. Perfect. Beautiful. Sims free play is old. You've been playing since the original came out. Well, there's nothing wrong with it being... Sims 4 is old. Sims 4 has been around for 11 years. So yeah, nothing wrong with them being old though. Okay, one of the things that we're missing is a trash can. We need to add some of those around the outside of this lot. But yeah, this... It's not like old in a... Well, maybe it's old in a bad way, I don't know. But like, a game being old isn't a bad thing. It just... It is. The fish is missing in some of the red rooms. Oh yeah, because I didn't go back and put it. Wait. My fish! Because I copied it from the wrong thing. Let me get my salmon. It's really important that we have a salmon, obviously. Okay, salmon. The other ones have fish on that wall. Okay. At this point in the Sims 3 soundtrack, your game was still loading. That's painful. Yeah, let's use that trash can like right there. We probably need to have one by the bar too, right? So it's easy for you to throw things away. So there's one on this thing, there's one in this area. They've got one outside of the kitchen. They've got one over there. I think maybe we could use one on like the porches. We could like duplicate it just for ease of access, you know? It doesn't really look very good, but. Let's see this. Can I see how much it costs per night? I actually don't think that it will tell me unless I have a sim come stay here, and it doesn't tell you in advance either, it just charges you at the end. So I don't think I can find out. It's dependent on like the value of the lot, but I don't really know like how much or what it's gonna look like. Should I have made this like a darker color? Maybe that should have been like a grayish color. Yeah. That has stone inside of it too. Okay. How the gallery photo would look. I actually can see the gallery photo. I just can't save it to my gallery. So we can see what it looks like. I just can't do, like if I do this, I think my game's gonna crash. Because it's like disabled, so it doesn't work. Okay, that actually looks kind of good. But I feel pretty good about this, I think, so far. So what do we have left to furnish? Let me think. So we have to do... I think maybe we need some more stuff on this patio. I need to do this part of the patio. Oh, I have to do all of the porches, all of the decks. Like all of these little parts. And then we have to do this big area, this big area. I think this will be like a big, I'm kind of thinking just like seating area. Although, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll pull these up to the second floor too. We can get some more spandrels up here too. It'll look nice. Okay. And then we'll decorate these with like bunk bed stuff for the staff. There'll be like bathrooms with showers for the staff. And then these will be public bathrooms. Oh, we're not gonna have any archery. The archery is out. It doesn't fit. Me and my 64 by 64 lot, I can't fit archery. But we'll be able to like do it on other lots. That's fine. And then we'll have like dining tables for you to eat, a kitchen. This will be the gym. And then more like seating in the lobby, basically, in this area. I guess you could have archery out here in the trees if you really wanted it to be over here, but there's no, I can't have like a pathway to it. We'd have to just put it like, and that, I mean, it is technically possible, so we could do some. I mean, maybe we just add some just to say we have it, you know? Okay. I feel good. I think the only other thing that I don't like is that I don't really like the pool trim but there's not really an alternative. We could maybe do it like gray or something. I feel like the white just looked really stark. I don't really want that. Can you be more of a... Oh, this is like gray and white. That's good. Gray and white. Yeah, I want to switch the pool to have tile too. Maybe you could be like this grayish color because that matches the, I feel like the gray pulls out some of the grays in this. Okay, let me just message Dan back really quickly. Sorry, everybody. So, it's this color that I had? Yeah, that looks all right. Oh, it's pretty. Am I gonna make a horse camp for Rot? Yeah, I think I will. I think that Rot could go to like horse camp as a teen. I think that would be super fun. Should the archery set face the other way so the arrows aren't flying towards the hot tubs? Oh, I mean, maybe. But now I kind of like it. It adds a little bit of excitement, you know? You're at risk. Okay, I think though, I think that maybe this is a good stopping point for us today. I want to come back and finish it tomorrow. I know I was talking about staying live until a little bit later, but I'm kind of starting to get a bad headache and it's scaring me. So I'm nervous about staring at my computer for too much longer. So I'm feeling like maybe I should head out. But I did post like 45 minutes ago a 2.5 hour long video on YouTube. So if you're looking for like long form Simsie content, I did post one on YouTube earlier today. And I'm gonna stream twice tomorrow. So we'll finish this in the morning. I don't think it'll take me the whole stream to finish this in the morning. So I'll probably finish this and then like play test it. And then I kind of want to start working on building a retirement home. So I think I'll do that tomorrow. I might, honestly, like, I might stay live, like, for a long time. What does my schedule look like tomorrow? What did I say I was going to do tomorrow? Oh, I have no recording plans tomorrow. Okay, so I could probably stream from, like, 9 a.m. until maybe I'll be live until, like, 2 tomorrow. And then I'll stream again at 4. So we probably do this and the retirement home then. And then we'll do gameplay in the afternoon. Because I'm going to be live again at, like, 4 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll do gameplay and we'll, like, bring my Sims here and stuff. Okay, you don't need to stream twice. Yeah, but I want to play. It's so fun to play with the new pack. Like I want to hang out all day. And then on Monday, I'm gonna get like the regular game on Monday. So I'm gonna have like just a code that I can use to play like with my regular Sims instead of with this version of Sims. So I can have all of my packs on Monday. So on Monday, I want to try and build a boarding school. I'm so excited about it. So we're gonna try and make like a cool boarding school thing on Monday with all the packs. So I'm very much looking forward to that for Monday. I think it's gonna be so cool. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this so far, so hopefully you have been too. I really like this pack actually. Like I really like this pack. I think this one is feeling very similar to me, not in a bad way. I'm not like trying to say it's the same pack, but like the energy of this pack feels a lot like Businesses and Hobbies to me, and a lot like what I liked about Businesses and Hobbies. I didn't really feel like super inspired to do a million builds with Enchanted by Nature, you know, like it didn't really feel like I wanted to make fairy houses, but then I was like, okay, I'm done building fairies. But now with this, you can build anything with this. So I'm like really inspired and excited to do builds with this because it's all so different, you know? There's like so much more room for creativity with this. So yeah, I've really, really been liking it. But let me go see who all's live. I don't usually end stream at this time on Saturdays, so I don't really even know. We can probably find somebody who's playing with the pack. And then we can go over there. Oh, my friend Sarah Kendall is playing early access to Adventure Awaits right now. So we could go over there and hang out with Sarah Kendall. I don't know what they're up to over there, but I'm probably doing gameplay. So if you want to see more Adventure Awaits, we can go say hi to Sarah, and then I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me, chat. This has been so fun. I'm really, like, honestly, I'm kind of relieved, because in the beginning of this, I was like, I don't know, you guys, here's my plan. Hopefully it works out okay. But then I was like, once I had put the canvas down and it was only the canvas, I was like, okay, here's my plan. But I was kind of feeling like it looked bad. But now that it's all filled in, I don't think it looks bad anymore. I think that, like, the landscaping really, like, brought it together, you know? It doesn't just feel like some weird, like, canvas boxes everywhere anymore. Anyway, I will see you all later, okay? Thank you for hanging out, and I'll catch you tomorrow, okay? Bye! And stop streaming.